Newly released Epstein documents have named several high-profile figures, including Phil Collins, Michael Jackson, and most shockingly, Christopher Kringle, better known as Santa Claus, who, having just come off another successful Christmas, is now attempting to explain away 837 trips to Little St. James Island.
Speaking to the North Pole Post, Santa said, "Look, I was delivering presents, and that's the address I had for multiple politicians' coal lumps. And as they didn't have milk and cookies, they offered a massage, and my joints were a little stiff, so I obliged. Alan Dershowitz was right beside me the whole time. He could vouch that there was nothing below the belt. Looking back, maybe she could have been a little young, but I'm around elves 364 days a year, so my perception of which people are which ages is a little screwed up."
Local mother Barb Anderson commented to say, "It makes me sick to think just last night this fat pervert was sliding down my kid's chimney after palling around with Jeffrey Epstein. And one of the trips was in June. How is he going to explain that away? Or the emails implying he gave fellatio to a former president. Real sick shit. And if you ask me, I think Mrs. Claus knew about it, because if my husband Carl made 837 trips to the island, you better believe I'd be giving Carl a talking to."
Santa responded to that saying, "I forgot my hat. Jesus, you sound like my wife right now." And like I said to her, Jeff had some really good ideas about North Pole tax loopholes. So is being frugal a crime now? And by the way, I even said on the last trip that I thought something naughty was going on there, and I told my friend Andrew, let's go back one more time to tell Jeff we're never coming back again. I felt like I owed him that.
The boys.
It's the BOYSCAST.
The lads.
It's the BOYSCAST.
The dudes.
Prepare yourself for BOYSCAST.
The bros.
It's the BOYSCAST.
The homies.
It's the BOYSCAST.
The dudes.
Experience the BOYSCAST.
The boys. Cast.
The Boys Cast, Boxing Day, post-Christmas special. Americans don't like the word Boxing Day. No. And honestly, and year in review, me and JJ was talking about this, but you can probably all appreciate this, that JJ a year ago, Liberman, was living on a couch, essentially, with no money, sort of begging for change, essentially.
Stay
bald.
Yeah.
And now,
bald.
Now you have enough money in the bank that you're buying fancy watches. You're essentially a successful...
Still bald, though, when you can pay to
still
have
bald.
Isn't that the move?
You're essentially a successful pornographer, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. At least a promoter of porn, for
Yeah,
sure.
promoter. You know, I used to sleep on this. I don't think you guys...
People are walking up on the street being like, "Are you JJ Lieberman?" He goes, "What the fuck do you think?" He's got like an attitude now.
No,
Just get sucking, lady.
I used to sleep on Chase when I had nowhere to go for 5 days. I was just, sure, go
Even
ahead.
when you had somewhere to go, just go take a nap under the bed. We will come in. You go, "Sorry about that."
We had the two because he was...
Yeah, the rollout mattress. People people still do crash them. They have a nicer place.
Yeah, he had the mattress on the floor.
Yeah. And then I had a rollout mattress next to that. Yeah. So people come crash.
A little elevated and me...
Yeah.
Like the guy driving in the car with the small boxcar.
Yeah.
Well,
and Jay Durena, we are here. The Two Goons podcast finally
going,
has
guys?
made. So I want to do the year in review too, because if you actually, dude, I was thinking about the fact that if you think Trump getting into office was less than a year ago.
Yes.
Think about how much stuff.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That was January.
Yeah.
So this year it was, if you actually, I was like going through the events and you're just like, whoa, that was the craziest amount of stuff. So if you want to say, what did you think was this year? How would you summarize this year in your opinion, JJ, starting with JJ Lieberman?
Israel good, Palestine bad. No.
Israel's the biggest loser of the year, I think.
They took a big L this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you look at winner and loser. It's so funny. I woke up this morning early to check my Oura ring. Shout out to Danny Polishuk and Oura ring. But I checked it, and then what's his face is Young Gravy's chick.
Yeah.
Who's like so hot.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God. And she's an OnlyFans chick. She was just literally a video of her like,
oh, that Ari chick. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. We want to get her on the pod big time. Yeah.
bro, she went right into it. She's like, I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm like, people are making videos every day.
What?
About what, though? Yeah.
Are you saying this OnlyFans chick was going on about Israel?
Israel, yeah.
Okay.
In what way?
Pro-Palestine.
I was confused about the story.
Oh, yeah. Hot
Yeah,
chick
I'm not
pro-Palestine.
gonna-
That's normal.
Yeah. I'm not good at stories.
No, you're not. I know you're not.
You're saying is the point you're making is just you're like average person is just letting it fly.
Well, she's not average, but yes, the average person is letting it fly. There's just, you have to go into like where I'm going afterwards to buy a chain. Shout out Diamond District Jews. You have to go there to have like big win Israel, right? You know what I mean? Like
We went to the Antwerp, me and Danny. We were walking around. You've never seen so many, man. You feel like you're in the tunnels.
Dude.
in Europe?
In Belgium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, my algorithm, it'll be like, you'll be like, oh, what's this little funny video? And it's like the most anti-Semitic thing you've ever seen in your life. And you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like dog video, Hitler speech.
Yeah.
And not like a historical like context. It's like, this is sick.
No, and then
Jews in the ring wrestling for money. WWE.
And then it'll be the wildest shit. Like I had this one that was like, it was like an anime cutesy girl singing over why 9/11 was like a conspiracy. And I'm like, what the fuck is this content?
It is
dude?
crazy.
Yeah.
I said it like Instagram is basically like Gab was like 60.
But if you go over to TikTok, it is still a woman being like, if you put on 900 pounds, it is none of your husband's business.
Yeah.
Well, the Chinese know what they're doing.
If your guy asks you not to sleep over at your male coworker's house, he's controlling you.
Yeah.
And then there is still the alpha side that is kind of like, if you have a brother, if your wife has a brother, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
I never let my wife have a brother.
And then
should Jews be allowed?
A lot of Jews. Well, even when we're walking over, we're doing a show Saturday night, and I was watching the football game, and I walked over. I had no idea that the NFL was playing that Jew hate commercials.
What they're playing?
Oh, that's
Jew hate
Robert
commercials?
No, they're playing "Don't Hate Jews."
Don't hate.
Oh, don't hate Jews. Oh, okay.
Shay's like, yo, it's gotten that wild.
Dude, the NFL's just like hate the Jews now.
And racism. But
Hey, everybody, having a good game out there. What are they doing? Really, though?
Yeah.
Really, what are these guys up to?
Who's running the
Usury,
banks?
pornography. Look into it.
So what is-
JJ is sort of a Jewish pornographer.
He is a
Classic.
Jewish pornographer. right now.
any comment that is negative about me is Jew. It's nothing else except Jew.
They like Jew
That's
and
good. They take the baldness is
And
If they knew how bad you were with money, though,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
that you should you kind of it must not be in your blood. Like maybe your dad. You know, I don't
Well,
want
he
to say
was
your
a
dad
gambler.
wasn't your dad, but it's very possible
Oh, that's fine with me.
because you have the worst money sense of anyone.
You think so?
You have for the first time you have $10 and you're just what do you said you go I'm gonna buy a chain like a
Rolex.
rapper a Rolex.
Yeah.
You started flying first class.
Yeah, I mean,
you're
I don't-
been
I don't-
she's on Seeking Arrangements.
like I don't want to get us
How's the man?
demonetized, and I don't want to offend Che, but you are in fact N-word rich. That is what you are doing. There is a specific term for this.
No, you said the hood rich. When I
Hood
buy,
rich,
I
yeah.
buy out the row when we were flying
Yes.
from Chicago to LA.
Yeah.
I buy out the whole row of economy, so I don't have to buy first class.
Yeah,
Is
dude.
that saves you that much money?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, and you just
Well, the middle seat's only an extra $150.
this is the craziest scam I've ever heard.
Because
in my
I
life.
always like when I fly with the wife, we'll do the aisle and the window, and then just hope nobody takes the middle.
No, well, spend the extra $150 and no one will
Then I have
take.
to sit beside my wife.
he was sleeping on a couch.
Yeah, you're like, oh, honey, no one's gonna get the middle.
Yeah,
and then someone walks over and you just go,
and you go, oh, I guess I gotta watch a movie now.
Nora again for me.
so you really do aisle middle or aisle window?
Yeah.
So smart.
Yeah, and then just hope. But sometimes someone takes the middle.
Always people take every flight
No,
I'm
well, if it's
I'm
not
on
full.
every flight I take is always full.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
yeah, I'm
most
usually
of them
full.
But what's your scam? I don't even get it.
Why the
He
chain?
just wants the extra like arm leg room, so he just him and.
Oh yeah. So
Someone's buying.
Yeah,
the
but he's like,
window.
it's a scam, and he's like, I bought
scam.
more
Yeah, it's not a
seats. That's not a
scam.
scheme.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a scam. He goes, "That's hood rich."
Yeah.
He
That's
told me in the
just-
chat.
Yeah.
I think it's actually.
Yeah, that is true. Instead of paying more money for like a better seat, you're just like, I'll have a better crappy seat. for
better
the same
crappy seat. You can
price.
just kind of
Yeah.
spread out.
Yeah. You're literally so instead of going first class for $1,000, I'm sitting in economy. I have 2 seats in economy for an extra $150. I'm saving.
This is actually some Dave Ramsey shit right here. If he called into Dave Ramsey, he goes, I don't have that much money. These are the 2 options. These are my 2 options.
think
Dave Ramsey would be like, I guess go.
Dave Ramsey would have a fucking field day with you, and he'd be
dude.
smashing his computer.
Really?
I would love for Dave. Oh, dude, I'm trying to get fucking what's his name, Caleb Hammer, on the podcast because he calls himself a gooner, and so
right.
we get
Really?
Caleb Hammer on to do fucking JJ's finances
Oh my
and see
God,
what
he'll have a
where all
fucking
his gooning money is
meltdown.
going. Yeah.
By the way, the women I like these things. Like, you guys don't like them. I'm not trying to impress you.
Yeah, but
I'm not wearing a Rolex for the
But
fucking,
You're wearing
for
a
the
jerkmate
boy.
shirt. What could a chain possibly do right now?
That's what I'm saying. Is you
literally
don't
wear
have
porn merch.
you don't have the
Like,
sense
what
on
is a
anything
chain?
else.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout out, jerkmate, two
yeah,
goons.
yeah,
that's
two
so
goons. Use
crazy.
promo code 2 goons on Germany.
It's a beer. Yeah, you have a beer case
Dude, you
shirt.
changed out of a shirt. Like, you came in here in a shirt that I literally, like, when I met you 15 years ago, you were wearing that same shirt.
You can show the picture. I can send
It's
it to
from
you.
your
the Craigslist ad.
viral Craigslist BBW ad.
Okay, I don't know what this ad is. What is this
never
ad?
seen the ad?
No.
Do you know the story? You were
Yeah,
there.
obviously.
I was on stage at that one place on college. We were
Yeah.
doing an open mic.
It was like an
Yeah.
open mic like 10 years ago.
Literally 10 years ago. 11
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
It was 11 years ago. I'm on stage. It's one of those worst open mics. It's on the second floor.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like fucking murdering.
Right.
They were. So I posted.
JJ was talking about this thing, and then I went and I searched and I found the ad.
I was-
I was
Oh my.
passing it around to everybody.
Oh, and they were dying.
Yeah, I was literally talking about going on Craigslist.
So what did the ad say?
Good
You've never seen the ad?
Jenny, there's people listening to this that aren't me.
JJ, tell them.
Guys, fucking.
Tell them, JJ.
Good looking. We could put send them the picture. Good looking. Looking for good looking 30s. Looking for busty BBW or something. I forget
Something
the.
like that.
That's
And Craigslist
crazy.
Personals M for F.
Well, you have upgraded because you were on Craigslist Personals, now seeking arrangements. So it's like you're your same person. But
I've seen clips on the internet of like red pill guys being like, "That's the move," having
Seeking
the
arrangements.
seeking arrangements. I
Yeah.
get the rich guy, but then even the rich guy, you're just like, if you're that rich, if you have a wife, you can't put your like it's not like you can put your photo on there anyway.
Yeah.
So that's out of the question.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
you can't.
really only for I have money, but I'm too busy to.
Hey.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it's hard, though. I
Is
thought you
it?
were doing seeking
No,
arrangements.
because so here's.
Well, it's hard because he doesn't have the finances to be on seeking arrangements.
But he has the money for a chain.
No, hold on. I figured.
Oh
it out.
right, they're like they think they're meeting a rich guy, and you're just like pretty
I
six
am
grand in the bank.
I am rich.
You ever seen 6 grand in the bank?
So I've a little bit more right now, but so what I did wrong initially is I got on seeking arrangement and I did platinum membership, which is $100 a month. All the ones you're looking for are diamond because the
You're
rich
bronze.
No, diamond. It's a diamond membership, $300 a month. The fucking DMs they're out of control.
So you're on Diamond now?
No, I haven't right now because I'm kind of seeing people.
No, that's right.
So I did.
They're like, "Do you want diamond? Okay, no, platinum." You're like, "We can do bronze. That's only $10 a month." You go do bronze, and they go, "All right, Stacy," and then she comes out of the basement with like chains on.
So what I've done is I've actually hacked the Hinge dating scene. So I
Put someone else's photo.
I put my photo from the Craigslist ad. I messaged, so I geo-target the age group 21 to 30 something, and then I just message them, empty out my here's my ATM PIN number, empty out my bank, or we can go for an amazing dinner. So many responses.
Oh, you've kind of
Yeah. JJ, he's like, I hacked it. I'm offering these girls money. I'm paying for pussy. Did you guys know that you can pay for pussy and you get pussy?
I'm
Oh,
walking down Fifth Avenue with a briefcase full of dollars,
Yeah.
and you'd be surprised.
He's like a Looney Tunes villain. He's got the money sign on the bag. Like, oh,
I'm Mr. Beast. I can give you $1 or $10,000. For $1, I get this fat pig.
Yeah.
But
That would be. You're right. Because if they do empty out my bank account, jokes on them.
yeah.
Some other bitch got here first.
yeah, all my money's in spy and
Honestly.
Okay, so if you want to talk about that, as part of the year in the rap, JJ thinks JJ has the worst. He has pretty crazy stock advice, but as far as you can tell,
Santa rally.
well, tell me about 2026, the financial situation, and Danny's also a guy who might know the financial situation. JJ had a hot stock tip for me.
So-
Have you heard of the S&P 500?
I've heard of it.
500 different stocks.
I've heard of it.
So SPY futures will hit all-time high 2026. Bitcoin
Probably.
Yeah, that's like literally that is the least hot hot take all the time.
Haters don't want to make
It's like
money.
literally 8% historical return.
Okay.
It'll probably be higher next year.
QQQ.
The hot take would be like down 30%.
So the hot take is this.
Well, his hot take, he sort of was hot. He was just like, it's going to go crazy. Like, and you go, what's crazy? Up 50%? And you go, yeah, it's not going to
So this is the crazy stock tip. Johnny, can you do me a favor? Can you fucking bookmark this
If
book?
this is NVIDIA, I'm leaving.
Bro.
If this is NVIDIA, I'm fucking leaving right now.
Fucking schlebs don't listen to me. I'm talking about wife-changing money right now.
Wife-changing?
Wife-changing. So
Let's
you get so rich, you get a new wife.
That's good. I never heard that.
So Bitcoin is, after the Santa rally is probably, if it does,
It's a rally where all the Santas go.
I can't. So it's probably going to hit
Santa power.
hit 100. It's probably going to dip down to probably 70s or maybe even 60s and load the fuck up.
Who's your
It's go time.
who's your plug on this info?
I can't say.
He can't.
He
can't tell you his
some
guy that said he
fucking
thinks
Dubai
Bitcoin's going down to
YouTuber.
70.
No, it's one YouTube guy he watches every morning.
Every morning,
Dude, when we're
same
shooting
guy.
the podcast, he'll be sitting by the pool just like fucking watching the same YouTube guy who's like, it's a bullish market. We're going where it's like the same
he's actually
shit.
he thinks it's a downward trend right now.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Crypto's going down like this, and his hot take is he's like, I think this might go down another 10%, and then SPY, which historically goes up 10% a year-ish, probably 10% next year. JJ's like, loud and clear, SPY to the moon.
So if you do want to know the big fuck up of my investing in traditional markets, so I had QQQ. I took your advice, QQQ SPY, but then I was like, I also want Tesla. Then I didn't realize Tesla was already in them.
Yeah, but it's 1/500th.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So anyway, so that's it. But yeah,
Yeah, so that's the first one. Finances. You think
JJ's back to being a moon man.
he's back to being?
No,
do you
no.
think Danny Polishuk? Do you think that there's crash coming next year? Or are you going to get
A
political?
crash?
Maybe.
I mean,
or
that is-
correction, big like.
It's certainly
but there's a lot of bubble talk, a lot of AI bubble talk.
Yeah, I don't like all the precious metal stuff that is going so high.
Yes.
Because usually that tells
60% up on gold.
Yeah, usually that tells a story that's a negative story.
Really, what do you mean? Like
Super like high inflation and like generally you don't want like when gold and silver just like rip like crazy, usually something bad is going to happen
to the whole market,
the economy.
and then
So what do you do? Buy gold? What do you do?
no, don't buy gold now.
No,
you keep probably money on the side.
I mean, you would probably I don't know, maybe buy T-bills like
no, but you keep money on the side, like so that.
or you buy treasuries.
So, but the truth is, not to make this like a financial thing, that's the thing that Warren Buffett and
Hard
Charlie...
assets are good,
No,
yeah.
but Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger were best at is they were really patient, and sometimes they would have like no positions for a few years.
Oh,
So
okay.
like during a time like this, I
think I read that Warren Buffett just bought like converted like $20 billion into Japanese yen.
really he's bullish on 2025, bullish on Japan, right?
Yeah. Oh no, Japan.
Okay, that's a Che prediction.
I'm like, if the West falls,
they
I'm
gonna
just gonna go to Japan.
Are they going to
That's my-
finally unblur the dicks?
No,
That's what you should move over there, and that should be your cause.
yeah,
It's like,
dude.
guys,
Unblurring the dicks.
unblur the dicks.
Dude.
What are we
Do the
doing?
podcast there.
Oh, dude, we could get some good ones, but
Yeah,
none of
you
them
guys
speak
would get-
English. That's the only
Oh,
problem.
right.
Yeah. You got these chicks. There's one chick over there who has like the biggest tits ever on a human being. Like, Johnny, can you look that up? Who's this? She's got the biggest.
Don't show us or anything. Just
Yeah.
just so you can see, Johnny.
Yeah, biggest natural tits you've ever seen in your life, dude. But yeah-
Yokozuna?
No, it's not Yokozuna.
Shout out for the 80s and 90s WWE fans.
Dude, that's something too. He'll pitch ideas to me. He's like, "Well, we got to do this," and I'm like, "What is it?" And he's like, "Oh, you don't know this?" And it's some reference from like 1975. I'm like, what? But that's my plan. If the West falls, because everyone says, "Oh, it's we're fucking Roman Empire shit."
How do you feel about that?
Dude, I'm gonna go to Japan. I'm gonna live in some fishing village and teach English. I'm like, it's fucked. One person was like, "Oh, so you're gonna do comedy over there?" I'm like, "No, comedy's done."
Yeah. That's the first thing that goes.
Yeah. America is fucking in the shitter. I'm like, yeah, comedy's done.
Let me tell you, I agree with you. The second best life, aside from being a comedian successful, living in a nice village, like if
in the middle of nowhere, yeah.
if this is
Dude,
not
you'd
available,
fucking hate that.
I'd hate that as well.
I would.
Yeah.
I used to do
You just wanna
cottages.
live in a village?
No, I used to do cottages.
Yeah, for a weekend.
Well, true.
Yeah, dude. It's the same thing.
Wait till you go fucking Muskoka and it's 40 inches of snow. and see how you feel about that.
No, he'd be in the desert, and then you'd be in between the gambling and also the brothels.
Did you like also, by the way, off topic, I left the show last week. As I got on stage, I ordered the Uber to go to the casino.
JJ was opening me for in Dallas. I got off stage. He's at the casino. Losing all his money already. Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
I literally am timing the Uber and timing my seat so I could get there because you only have an hour.
It's like when a guy has a bad set and he just walks off into the ocean.
Yeah.
That's JJ just walking off into the sea of slots.
favorite town, man. Dallas has poker and comedy.
Yeah.
It was great.
Dude, did you lose money or make money?
Lost a $2,000 pot.
Jesus Christ.
No, I was only in for like $950.
Oh,
but I was already up like $500. So
So what's Danny? Your predictions on what was the biggest events for you?
Biggest events.
most negative out of the four.
Danny's not
the
negative
most
before,
negative.
yeah.
I'm not. Well, I think in terms of probabilities, I think if you actually make a probabilistic bet, it'll just be like the stock market will be up 10% next year.
Okay, but just in general, what was your take on? How would you summarize the year?
And favorite story of the year by far is fucking True Dope bagging Katy Perry.
Oh,
Good for him,
dude.
You like
He
that?
took a big L at the beginning of the year when he
that-
had to resign, and then now he's smashing Katy Perry.
I think that's an L for both of them, sort of.
You think so?
Okay, because Katy Perry, in her mind, she probably in her little circles, she's like, Trudeau, oh, it's like a president, this and that. You go, everyone fucking hates that
This
guy.
guy,
But
yeah.
so that guy,
but that's only in Canada. Oh, actually, that's not only.
But
in
he
Canada.
has-
okay, but you don't. I think
But
you
the
don't
circles
realize
he
it's like.
runs in?
I think a little
Right,
bit.
that's what
You're
I was
like.
gonna say he must be so rich.
It's dating the hometown hero football. You're like, he's like a big hometown. Then you go to the hometown and your people are spitting on him and stuff. And you go,
tomatoes.
oh, I thought you were.
ruined our country.
Yeah, I thought this was, you know what I mean? When you think so. And then on the other side, Katy Perry's sort of like
She's
not
washed up.
beloved.
Yeah,
Is she really?
Well, she was doing the most annoying stuff. She was doing these tours. People were kind of like,
Going to
screw
space,
off.
all that kind of shit.
The
Everyone-
space thing.
Yeah, but
Dude,
the
it's two
space thing
hated
was
people.
crazy.
Yeah, but how sick is it if you're Trudeau and then your wife leaves you because you're gay, and then you're like, and now I'm fucking Katy Perry. How about
It's
that?
way cooler for Trudeau than Katy Perry,
Yeah.
but also not that cool for Trudeau.
It's a good one for the boys. The boys win on that of like, your wife leaves you while you're in office. You look
Dude,
like a
his
pussy.
kids are all just all of a sudden watching MILF porn. They don't know why.
Is he really rich? That
Yeah, I mean, he was rich before he even got.
But like, how much money you're talking
Not
about?
like I bet you his net worth is below $20 million.
Dude.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
got all
I don't know
those-
what retard is paying him for a speaking fee at this point.
but people do pay him for $100K.
Yeah, he gets
easily.
appearance
No,
fees.
he funnels in a
speaking
bunch of money from
fees.
Cuba. That's
Yeah,
what
right.
his dad
he's
left him a
getting
bunch of Cuban missile money.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
forgot about. But she's fucking rich.
She's rich.
So what is it? Why is that someone so rich?
Dude, if she's like a lib Hollywood singer type in those circles, and he's the most prime minister in like the Western world.
Yeah.
So in her mind, in her circles, don't forget, America was all like the Trump years. They're looking over. If you're in those gay circles, it's very like, see Trudeau, that's a real man. You know?
Do you ever
Yeah,
think-
for sure.
You
And she
get
has no
sex
idea
changes-
that she doesn't keep track of, like, she doesn't know that he destroyed Canada. Like,
Yo,
she doesn't
know.
know.
Oh, women are stupid.
No, she doesn't.
yeah, right.
Dude, you know there's gonna be a fucking Alberta like referendum in 2020.
Oh, what does that mean? What's
Oh,
a
that's a hot prediction.
Almost certain. No, almost certainly.
They
it's
want
gonna
to
happen.
separate?
Yeah.
To do where? Why?
They're gonna be their own sovereign nation.
I mean, they have great beef.
They have great beef.
Question. Do you don't they? They have the AAA.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, most of the
It's
beef in
oil.
Canada for some reason is still imported.
Oh, and oil too.
Yeah,
But
that's
they got great beef.
yeah.
I don't.
Okay, so Danny's predictions. His favorite news story was Justin Trudeau.
And Alberta is I don't know if they'll separate. But
And
they're
you
gonna
have
they're gonna have a vote on it.
back-to-back Canada predictions. You have no broader American.
I have one actually
Thoughts?
to add.
I think
Okay.
the Democrats are going to win the primaries.
Democrats win primaries. That's probably going to happen.
This is actually
JJ.
This,
I'm listening.
This might affect. It won't affect me. Could affect you. Could affect you. I don't know if Hollywood would ever fuck with you. I don't know if mainstream arts would ever fuck with you. I don't know. I think they should.
Okay. And
Is this a theory? I don't know. Yeah, what
I
are you
don't
doing?
know. Hollywood, as we know, is done.
I'm with him. I agree.
Hollywood, Everyone's moving out. No jobs out there.
It's not going to be ever the same.
Movie industry is done.
They fucked around too long, too
much.
hard,
They
to too many people.
Passed on guys like you. Now they're passing on guys like me. You fucked up. You done fucked up.
That actually, you are the final straw.
I am.
No, but people are moving out of LA. They did the wealth tax. So many people are like leaving right now. I'll double down on what you're saying because this stuff's been all bubbling up. I would say that the last year was the final straw for people are totally like the media and all that kind of apparatus. You're just one of the players now.
Yep.
You are no longer the source of authority on anything. And I feel like you could look at like there was a while where media was like, we're doing our best, we're good, and then they started being like, we're also good people.
Yeah,
now
I know.
everyone's like, no, you're just doing the same thing as that guy on the internet's doing. Like you don't have some if you're on CNN versus some guy on the internet with a lot of followers, you don't have like, well, he's the real one.
Yeah.
You're just two people competing right now.
Well, now it's like everyone goes to their sort of like micro community person to get their information. Like people like you, people who subscribe to your Patreon and stuff.
Yeah.
That's who people invest their time into. Like everyone has like a Netflix or something that they like, but then everyone's giving like $5 or $10 a month to like, oh, I like this like niche thing that I really give a fuck about.
Based on, I feel like they've been consistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They haven't fucked around. They give me what I want.
They don't lie.
They don't lie.
But that's, there was a while where I think like a lot of media places and a lot of, for example, even when you say picking people and they go, here are the top 10 comics or whatever.
And you go, no,
or here are the top 10 this. Yeah,
It's
you go,
crazy.
You go, how did you show me your work?
Yeah.
Before people could just say it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's like your girl or it's like JJ coming up and being like, here's what's going to happen. You go, how do you know that? How'd you get there?
Yeah.
And you go, I just saw,
I do think what ends up happening is, yes, kind of that thing, more and more people kind of like just give their money to Patreons and stuff like that. But the way comedy move, I don't know how the dangerous, like people are like, comedy is dangerous.
Do dangerous comedy?
I do. I think it's, but I think that's kind of almost topped. But I do think what moves.
So you're going to start doing safe comedy?
Safe comedy, safe for work. But I do think what moves is the
doing
way.
safety. Danny does safety comedy.
I'm a doorknob comedian.
Parts into the mic, punches each guy who doesn't touch the doorknob. Yeah. Dude, we
That's the
love this
closer.
bit. Yeah. All right. Who's the fucking insane safety?
But independent stuff in terms of like content that's more long form, I do think now transitions to guys like you who have been like,
Dude, yeah, have you seen the short? There's this, have you heard of this app? It's called Real Short. It's this Chinese app.
No.
Dude,
everything's Chinese app, isn't
So
it?
it's this Chinese app, but they're coming to America. It's called Real Short, and it's all like, it's like soap operas, kind of like Hallmark style movies or whatever.
Yeah.
And every episode's 2 minutes.
Oh.
But it's all like,
Good?
just
Is it good,
chick
though?
no, it's like chick garbage.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I was like looking into it, and like, if you go look, all these people who are actors in Hollywood are like, yeah, this is like the only work that's around right now.
well, that's-
are these because they can crank out like 100 of them in a week. But I was looking at them. Some of these videos have like 40 million views.
Oh.
No way.
It's huge. Yeah. Like it's actually these like crappy.
So you're saying posting on Real Short? That's where we
No,
gotta
you
go
can't
on.
post on there.
Oh, you can.
No. They're like
Production house.
production house, like studio.
Oh.
So they make all the shit, but everything's 2 minutes.
Well, into the LA falling thing, definitely a prediction. I don't know if it's next year, but what's happening over time is the places where it's like, even like New York is an example. Like we got to move there to do the thing. That's going away.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to have because you have people like Ali Sadiq's over in Houston. You got Ralph Barbosa in Dallas. People are going to stay in their cities now because you build your online following. You don't need to go to the
You
place.
save a lot of money.
You save a lot of money, and then you're going to build your own comedy community. Because the reason to move to these places for us is like, I need to get on stage like 10 times a week.
Or that's where the jobs are for other things. Yeah.
And so now that the jobs aren't there, and then you're going to stay in your place, you're going to build up your own scene. And so you're going to be able to stay, like we talk about San Diego a lot. If the taxes weren't crazy in San Diego, they have 7 comedy clubs.
Awesome place.
Oh, it's the best.
So the biggest loser so far is Israel and cities.
And New York, which is basically Israel Jr.
It's Real Junior.
Yeah.
I would say that.
I'll tell you, even JJ, to your point, I was looking at when we were talking about how the Golden Globes and those things, they never get it right, and they have no credibility. They do a podcast category, and Rogan's not on it, right? I even looked at, like in Canada, I always used to joke that some people like us, you go, it's pretty inarguably like our friend group and people at the corner and some other people, there's probably like 10 people, you go, that's inarguably the like most popular people from that country in the last bunch of years.
Oh, yeah,
and
right,
I looked, I was like, I can't even say in 2024, I had my special, I go, what was the biggest Canadian special in like 2024? And then ChatGPT was like, it was Ryan Long.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, look at it. And you go, the only other one, there was this guy, Curtis Connors, who's like a
he's a big
communist,
YouTuber.
But he released his like behind a paywall and didn't do the same amount of views. And you go, so you look at that and you go, so it's not, you go, zero press, zero list. And you go, and that's just me on my year. And you go, since then, you go, what was another bigger special from Canada? And you go, that's how... and you go, they tricked me almost to be like, I go, I'm probably like top 10 or whatever. And there's like, it wasn't even close. Who else was bigger? And you go, they even tricked me about myself a little bit where you go, you guys are done.
Yeah, that's it. They have been like you said, their perceptions are so biased where they go, comics to watch. These are the people. And you go, no one's heard of any of
these. Well, there's like an industry too where they're like, some guy or their buddy is like,
but that's a good.
But they're not just doing it for comedy. They're doing it for
everything.
Everything. You realize they're doing it for stocks. You realize they're doing it for companies. And you're just like, oh, you guys... shut up.
Yeah. I mean, now, like top comedian, you go, that's actually a quantifiable thing. Like there's actual data that you can look at to find the top.
For the most popular.
For the most popular. Like this isn't a thing where you go, oh, this is, I don't know, like we just have to wing it.
But you're
like music.
You're
you just go, who has the most streams? That's the most popular music.
Well, I'm going on Wednesday to edit my thing to release it for the beginning of 2026. But you can even look at like, if you do something that gets a couple hundred, you did something in 2022, got a couple 100,000. Right? Like your thing.
What
the Jew. Or what did you do?
You want to know who liked that video, which I was so surprised about? It's fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Really?
Really?
I did the show with him on Friday night, and he was just like...
Did you hit it off with deGrasse? Did you ask him about the trans people in sports?
No. I only talked to him for like 10 minutes, but like in commercial breaks, he like leaned in, he goes, that Jew sketch. He's like, I love that. I go, I can't believe you've ever seen that.
Really? He's talking about your special.
Your special. Oh, but my whole point is that right, like you did on with Twitter, and so you did a couple 100,000 in aggravated views. Not even a mention in Canada. Not even a fucking...
No, they don't give it... Well, that's not surprising.
It's not surprising, but I think the point that JJ is trying to make about Hollywood and I'm making about the media, and then
they done fucked up.
Yeah, you know what? You guys, this all comes back to JJ's point where it's very over for Israel.
Yeah.
They can't even tell us who the best comedian is anymore.
Trying to get my visa.
Dude, talking about top moments.
Listen, so this is what I think Danny... No, JJ, I think what...
Jew.
Eating well during the holidays can feel impossible. That's why I use Factor's chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals to help me stay balanced and energized through the most indulgent time of year. I've been eating Factor for a while now. There is nothing that comes in a cooler package.
No.
And it
tastes great, and it's simple, and it's quick.
Keeps you healthy.
Oh yeah. If you're trying to count those calories after the holidays,
and you should be, fatso.
You should be. Best way to do it.
Unlike meal kits that require prep and cooking, Factor delivers fully prepared, ready-to-eat meals in just 2 minutes. More variety, more meals. You can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices, salmon and shrimp, and also bold flavors like China, Thailand, and more countries. We're talking savory Korean beef bowls, Thai-style coconut curry, a refreshing break from the traditional holiday fare, which actually the coconut curry is fire.
Oh, yeah. I like a nice coconut
curry. Well, I'm a curry man, you know what I mean? That's my stuff. So right now, support your wellness goals, even more GLP. They got protein friendly, whatever you need, Factor's got you covered. Simple, easy. Eat smart at factormeals.com/BOYSCAST50 off. Use the code BOYSCAST50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code BOYSCAST50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box and free breakfast for 1 year. This exclusive holiday offer won't last, so lock in your savings before the New Year rush. Offer valid for new Factor customers only with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. This podcast is brought to you in part by Stash. What if you could start investing without ever picking a single stock? With Stash, the experts handle the hard part for you. Stash is not just another investing app. It's a registered investment advisor that combines automated investing with expert guidance. So you don't have to worry about figuring it out on your own. You can choose from personalized investments or let Stash's award-winning smart portfolio do the work for you. With Stash, investing doesn't feel like gambling. It's smart. It is simple, stress-free, so your money can finally start working as hard as you do. Get access to world-class financial advice with personalized guidance for just $3 a month subscription. Stash has already helped millions of Americans reach their financial goals. Don't let your money sit around. Put it to work with Stash. Go to get.stash.com/boyscast to see how you can receive $25 towards your first stock purchase and to view important disclosures. That is get.stash.com/boyscast. Paid non-client endorsement, not representative of all clients, and is not a guarantee. Investment advisory services offered by Stash Investments LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk. Offers subject to T's and C's.
Jew.
What Danny's missing is the point that we're making is 2025 is the year that it was actual, the straws broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
I
Into
think so.
that, that's the point that we're making is all
No,
that.
I agree. And I mean, nobody gives a shit about what.
Like fact checkers, they go,
Oh, like, look, if I go see a movie right now, if you know the one time a year I'll go see a movie in the theater, like the only way I'm going to see it is my friends tell me it's good.
Yeah. We're back to word
There's
of
no
mouth.
like critic. You're like, what even is that?
Right,
yeah.
There's no Siskel and Ebert.
Because there's no integrity.
movies.
Yeah, there's also no movies.
Yeah.
There's
It's-
also no movies.
That's fucking crazy. The closest thing we saw, we went to when we did. I forget. We were on the road somewhere. We saw that one movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, and it was so close to being so good, and they fucked
had
up.
all the ingredients.
It had all the ingredients, and they had to put their
And that's the movie they're saying is the best movie this year.
Someone told me it was that one bad after another. I didn't see it, but people
Yeah.
said it was good.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
Is there
I mean,
one-
I don't know who told you that.
Okay.
I want to know who told you. That's the real
I know,
question.
just a buddy.
I mean, it's like I think the front runner for best picture.
Yeah.
And
I think in terms of we're talking about
it was
Israel.
fine.
it was fine, but it had all the. So here was the thing: it was fine, but it had it was all the ingredients to be No Country for Old Men, and they
but
fucked it up.
That's a bang on a synopsis.
And they
Dude.
fucked it up with the storylines.
But in terms of the craziest things that happened, and harping on the Israel thing, was the Nelk boys interviewing Netanyahu.
Oh, that's a big one,
That's
yeah.
a great.
Ask him about his favorite burger.
Is that what they
Really?
asked?
Yeah, they're like, "What's your favorite fast food burger?" And then they were like, "Oh, wait, we didn't know. We were like, we don't know anything."
That was one thing I saw because people keep talking about like how does SNL and how do these different platforms find like satirical shit that's crazier than reality. That's something where I was like, oh, that's I was like, no way. I was like, this is AI getting me for the first time because this is crazy, dude.
I do love the Nelk boys.
They're
But, yeah.
the Nelk boys are.
I mean, Netanyahu went on there specifically because he's like, they're not going to ask me one hard question.
They're not going to ask me hard questions, and he's like, well, these young Republican types,
Yeah.
they like the Nelk boys, and I need them to start liking Israel, so I'll go on there and they'll think I'm cool. And it's like, no, people are going to go, what the fuck is going on?
I think you're in a bad position like those guys because it's kind of like I don't think they had to have them on, but I think kind of like
No. They thought it was going to be the same as having Tate or Trump or whatever, where you're
yeah.
just like, oh, it's controversial. You're like, this is like it's like being like, I had this controversial guy, and you go, what he does? He goes, he molests kids. You're like, that's a different
type of
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
not really what we're looking for. We brought Jeffrey Epstein back from the grave and got him on the pod. which
Yeah,
I
this
think would
guy,
be
he's
fire.
not like saying wild shit, and
Yeah.
the media who's wrong is, losing their minds over it. This
No, he's
is
bombing hospitals. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
I do think this has been like to add to the 2020. You haven't even like touched on the Epstein thing from last week.
that's one of the craziest things.
Charlie Kirk was
Yeah.
to me. We talked about it when we were in LA a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. I don't think I've ever seen anything in my life like that. The Charlie Kirk thing.
The assassination?
I
I guess we almost saw Trump got assassinated, but that was
Yeah.
that was 2024.
Yeah.
I don't think, but the Charlie Kirk thing, I was like, I said to the day after it happened, I was speaking to someone, I'm like, that just made me sad.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
life
no one
is-
wants to see that.
And
Yeah.
people were watching it, and then you had like comics who are like defending us, and I'm like, are you fucking retarded? Like there were a couple comics that I know you said, you didn't say that. You said you don't get in conversations with certain people who are
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, hey, people are going crazy over it. I'm like, dude, I'm doing.
Yeah.
I got a porn sketch to make real quick. Like,
no,
dude, I gotta jerk
I
off.
just can't
dude.
believe that people like within like are defending an assassination.
Yeah, regardless of whether or not you agree with the person, you don't want to see them get fucking killed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw the one video, and I could never watch anything like that again.
I watched it a bunch of times. It was crazy. I was like, holy fuck,
I
dude.
can't believe that. Like it's
Dude.
it's.
And then I
sickening.
got in the algorithm of
I
that
mean,
it
a
was
lot
all
of people
special
who are
effects.
listening right now are like, yeah, because that's not what happened.
Oh yeah, dude. I got the special effects algo. They're like, oh yeah, look at his neck here. it's bulging.
so many people are
They're
they
like,
got
it's-
electrocuted.
Really?
Yeah. Some people are saying the microphone electrocuted him.
yeah.
Is that what they think?
Oh, there's so many conspiracy theories.
Oh, dude, you're not in that.
Whole cottage industry right now.
Oh,
What do
bro.
you
Danny's at war defending the narrative right now.
defending Israel?
Well, that-
Yes, he's just-
the
Those
bit-
were good questions about the burger.
Danny's at war right now. What they said happened. It always is, always will be.
Dude, I get into crazy conspiracy
Really?
theory algorithms. There's one that it was all special effects, that he's still alive, that he's someone.
Oh yeah,
that
some
hit
people
him.
think he's still alive.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Then there's the Erica Kirk one, that she is like an Israeli like operative who like basically infiltrated what's it called? Turning Point. And
Yeah.
like
She's Jewish.
And then
No,
set
she's
up
not.
for him to be killed because
She married him, had 2 kids with him.
Yeah, and like yeah.
That's what they
Pretty
do.
a long game.
Yeah.
That's what the Russian
Donnie
spies
Bracco.
do.
I know. It's like
Donnie
it is in the
Bracco.
Americans.
Donnie
Yeah.
Bracco.
Yeah, the Americans.
Yeah, that is what they do.
I mean, she's taking fucking heat.
I don't think I would
Well,
say
'cause
she's like a reality show chick. I don't know if she has the capabilities for the spying life.
Was
you know
she?
what I mean?
Was she old school reality TV?
I think she did a reality TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so,
but Mossad has the skills. They just send her in the earpiece. They're like, do this, say this.
She's basically has like the Impractical Jokers, which is Netanyahu. They're in Netanyahu's in the van with the
Yeah,
earpiece.
he's like, okay, now,
It's
now.
Netanyahu, Murr, and Sal.
Yeah, now touch JD Vance's hair. Touch his hair.
Sexier. Do it sexier.
Well,
Yeah.
the one chick, who's that rapper, Cardi B? Who was the one who said
Practical
that?
Jukers.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. What did you say?
Practical Jukers.
When Nicki Minaj said the assassin thing, and it
Nicki
just,
Minaj has been. She was at the Republican conference.
well, she was the turning point. She just did the turning point thing with Erica.
That's what I was
Kirk.
meant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Didn't she make a joke about his
Assassin. Yeah, and it went weird.
Yeah, it's like, dude, not that place. It's like, ooh.
Oof, read the room, Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj. Yeah. She got
You were
pics.
right. The Epstein stuff, which just happened. I don't know if you have anything to add to like the craziest parts of it. The
I mean, his
scrapbook stuff was
photos.
crazy.
I looked at a bunch of the photos. I was like, is this guy a realtor or something? It's all just photos of a house. It looks like he's trying to sell a house. Like if you look at the photos, they're all just like interior
yeah.
shots. Like it literally looks like someone who's trying to sell their house.
Dude,
like someone went there to do undercover work, but they just got wowed
yeah,
with the
they're just like, here's
architecture.
a room.
Was
Here's
it
another
nice? It's a
room.
nice house.
Yeah, it's like a $60 million house on the Upper East Side.
the funny part about it to me was like, there's so much Bill Clinton that every time I see him, I'm like, yeah, who else? I'm like, yeah, I know, I know Bill Clinton's there. Yeah, fucking, he's in there like hundreds
Oh,
of times.
tons. He was
And,
Really?
and you don't
Oh,
even care
yeah.
because you're like, yeah, we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slick Willie got it in.
Yeah.
Bill was in there. Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
They had like there
Michael
was
Jackson.
Michael Jackson with
Yeah, but-
Epstein.
but so-
and like bad looking Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Too.
Really? With
real white.
But there was no proof of like those guys with the under. There's just there hanging out. Like I
seems
mean,
like-
There were definitely photos of them with chicks, but no, I don't think. any
yeah,
of them were
right. But
underage.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm sure I could have friends who are fucking deviant motherfuckers that I hang around with all
But
the
they
time.
got a jet. They got a jet.
But
dude.
you're right. But you don't know what they're doing on their. You know what
No,
I mean?
honestly, like I'm sure.
Not to be an apologist, by the way. I'm just saying.
You heard it here
the
from
Jew pornographer apologizing for
No,
Jeffrey
right,
Epstein.
right. How amazing would that be?
Classic.
Could you imagine if I was
Rub your hands together, JJ.
if I was an operative,
If you were an operative of what?
Mossad?
They're like, go buy a
that
Rolex
would
right
be
now.
something.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely.
Okay, so I did all those moves. I infiltrated the government. Now you need to do something for me. I owe this chick from Seeking Rageman $750. Maybe clear that tab up. They're like, that's it. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Would be good.
Yeah, they're definitely like Clinton and Bill Gates. Like they were definitely banging tons of prostitutes, young ones. I don't know if they were.
Yeah, but
I don't know if they could pin them on. I don't know if they
Just
could
cut
pin
that.
them on.
That's the clip. Banging tons of prostitutes. Yeah, but clip.
JJ throwing his arms. Come on, guys. But I don't know. I don't think there's any evidence or actual evidence that they were underage.
Because, I mean,
dude, Bill Gates' wife literally left him over this.
There is a thing that you're.
Well, apparently one of the reasons that Gates was so invested in the Epstein friendship, which apparently is actually a part of it, this is according to Peter Thiel and some other people, but that they were in the process of divorce. So Epstein might have caused the divorce. And then he also needed Epstein for the divorce because Epstein was the guy who was figuring out how to
tax guy.
Not give his wife half his money.
Right. Yeah.
So he's like, you go to he's your buddy. You go to his house.
Yeah.
And then then your wife finds out what you've been doing at his house. She wants to break up with you. And he's like, I got you on that end too.
Oh, yeah.
So he's a one-stop shop for these people.
Yeah, apparently because everybody's like, where did he get his money from? And I've seen some indications where it's like he was like a genius with tax loopholes.
But he was a teacher in the 70s.
He was a teacher, and he was hired by Bill Barr's father.
Who's Bill Barr?
Who was the attorney general when he happened to die in prison.
Oh, Jesus.
It is.
Which is an odd coincidence.
Take away all the illegal activity that happened. It is. Take away like anything that's
guys. Let's not focus on the bad things. Can we just each take turns saying one good thing about Jeffrey Epstein?
This is very.
It's a Christmas miracle.
This is very important. So, like, I don't like the illegal stuff, but on a legal, as an age legal every.
As someone who likes some young,
21 and over. Isn't it nice to know? Isn't it nice to know if everyone's 21 and over at a place that there's still an environment for rich guys and successful guys to go and fuck chicks on the DL? If everyone's over 21, it's nice to know that even the most successful guys still have a little dog in them. It's nice to know that the guys who's starting the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, funding malaria, are still saying, I gotta get my dick wet.
Epstein.
I'm fired up. I don't know about you.
And Stephen Hawking, just because you're a man whose legs and arms doesn't work, don't mean that dick don't work.
We got to start it up here in New York. We got to start from scratch. There's a hole in the market now. That's my prediction for 2026. We need a new sex club for rich and famous people to fuck.
I think
21 and above.
I think they have those here.
Amen. There is. I just got some intel about it.
Just because your dick doesn't
Dude,
work.
I would love to see you at a New York swanky sex club in your jerkmate fucking shirt.
He's like, I don't take my shirt off.
I don't.
I will cut the sleeves off.
I am getting in better shape, but I definitely can't take my shirt off at a sex club right
Did
now.
you tell them about the lipo?
Oh, yeah, I want to get it.
He's now that's part of it too.
You're going to get liposuction?
He wants to get lipo.
I want to
your
get I want to, instead of the hair, I want to get the gut.
Get the hair. What do you mean instead of the hair?
The hair,
That's crazy.
No, the hair doesn't last, man.
They have the new
Really?
Taiwan one. There's the
I
new one in
thought
Taiwan.
like hair technology is settled science. Like, where they
No,
figured it out.
The problem with the
There's
hair.
so many guys. Like Negreanu has like.
Yeah, but
JJ was going to go to Turkey, and I
know, I
had a
remember
guy
that.
that was going to give it for free, but I was going to have to go and make a video about it, and that was the deal.
Well, he can make his own video now.
Well, I would have rather just given JJ the money than go, spend a week making
But
bald
he's
videos.
fucking got a big enough social media. Go make your own video in Turkey.
That's why I said he doesn't need me anymore.
He doesn't even need you. Go.
I've asked a clinic in Turkey. They said no to me because of my
Content.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, your content is haram. It is a
The bald
Muslim
clinic was
country.
like, this is too gross.
Too
for us.
bald. Because Andrew Barr, who's got a smaller following than me, got the hair surgery.
He got the free one?
The free one. And he goes, yeah, bud, just go down there and they'll give it to you for free. So I was like, hey, my buddy just did this and I want to do it too. And they respond,
Well,
we're
Turkey's not the
Puke
only-
emoji?
Turkey's not the only place that does them.
No, they're saying we're not doing any collaborations at this time. I'm like, my buddy just did it.
Yeah.
You fucking liars.
Close the door behind them.
Yeah.
But there's other places that other countries.
Colombia, I heard it.
Yeah, Colombia. They love the Gooner.
No, No, apparently Taiwan, they cured it. They have some injections they put in your head and your hair just starts growing back.
Have you looked at the? I do the minoxidil and
I don't know what the
pill that everyone does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hair stuff.
It's just so you don't lose it.
Yeah, yours
Doesn't
fine.
that fuck your dick up though?
No.
No, it's one it's a small percentage of people that's like a small percentage side effect, and if it does, then you're like, okay, I gotta stop using it.
Yeah.
However, it's less. It's like 1% or less.
I would
And
assume
we
if
actually do a sponsor with the hymns, BOYSCAST.
I would assume your dick gets fucked up if you're a guy who already doesn't have a high sex drive. I think if you have a high sex drive and you get
It's just a chemical thing,
Yeah.
It's one of those what it is, what it is.
I'll tell you something right now. Could use a little what's the term? Less erections.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the bald subreddit?
Really?
It's a high tea subreddit.
It's sort of guys jazzing each other up a little bit. There is funny things in it. I actually had a couple. This is ago. My friend is so terrified of balding, he started microdosing estrogen. One of my friends recently told me he was microdosing estrogen for the sake of saving his hair. I told him that might turn him looking feminine, but he argued he's already too masculine looking for the estrogen to do any significant change. So there's dudes that are taking, basically gender transitioning.
To keep their hair?
Microdosing a
Bald.
gender transition.
They're microdosing gender transition.
I mean, you could argue the greatest porn star in the world is a bald man.
Jeremy?
Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins.
Johnny Sins is, you could argue.
Is he on your Mount Rushmore?
For guys? Yeah, I think so.
You have a guy
We
Mount
had
Rushmore?
one on. We had Manuel Ferreira on.
Yeah, Manuel Ferrer on pretty crazy stories. That guy,
The coolest
He
dude.
talked about going to a sex club and seeing a guy suck his own dick.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. No, Manuel Ferreira, like legend. The other one is Rocco Siffredi.
Well, that's a big
Yeah.
part of the subreddit is dudes being like, I'm hanging on, and then there's other dudes that are in the bald subreddit being like, boys, let it fly.
Yeah, let it
And then
fly.
they have another thing they called BBC, which is bald by choice,
AKA black.
also
it is
black. Yeah. No,
Black
but there-
dudes can do the bald.
Yeah,
there's not a
black
lot
dude
of
who
white
bald
guys that
well.
go bald by choice.
No fucking way.
Definitely never met one.
Nah, no. Well, it does look better when just like the more.
I mean, you literally look sick as a bald. As
Yeah,
a
you
white
do,
bald man.
right?
Especially if you hang on, you got a real.
Yeah.
I had two uncles that had skullets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Two skullets.
that is
Two,
actually
we'd
the
be out when I
best.
was younger. His Christmas party, it was back-to-back skullets.
The-
Like JJ on top, fucking
Just long in the
the
back.
Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Dude, that's
Hogan's
crazy.
the skullet is American politician look. It's just like really.
When you think of what's his name? Who's that guy who did the orgies? Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Yeah. That's what you think of when you think of a skullet.
Did he have one?
Oh yeah, Ben Franklin.
Yeah,
had a
he did
good
have
skull.
kind of a skull.
Really?
What would we have to do to get you to grow out the lettuce?
to
For like 6
this?
months.
Throw the lettuce on the back.
6 months.
if
Just
I
some
was-
tassels.
Or just total.
It
just the
does
whole
look.
thing.
You do look like you said. I think if you let it grow out a little, you look really rough.
Yeah.
You look rough.
Yeah, there's like it's not great.
No, it's a worse look. And then there's a few people in the group that are
Bald by choice.
that. I don't know. I just thought some people are like really hanging on and it's ruined their life. I've stayed the same low-paying job because it's let me wear a baseball cap. I don't date anyone. I don't want to take my hat off, so I won't change my job. So he's been like, this guy's like, I won't make any moves. I never take my hat off. I won't date with a girl.
That's
crazy. Yeah, and then there's
crazy.
other guys in the comments being like, nah, dog. Like,
Like,
let it-
dude,
Let it
get
go.
me
It's
bald.
holding you back.
dude, I'm bald. I'm fucking
Dude, I
killing
remember
it.
Alex Pavone had one of the funniest stories. He had like a cousin or an uncle who was bald and he wore a toupee, but he always wore a hat. And then, but he would go swimming with the hat, and when he would go under, he would like dive under.
hold the hat. It's like just don't go in the
so he could put
fucking
his head
water.
under.
I don't get the toupee
Dude.
thing. I knew someone
Toupee's madness.
who the toupee. So what they do is they weave it into your head.
Oh,
Bro, it looks so uncomfortable.
Oh, my favorite thing in New York, you see it quite often, specifically to Indian men, is they have literally the worst toupees you've ever seen.
The color doesn't match.
The color doesn't match. It's
They
like
sweat
bald
on the
up to
side.
here,
Yep.
and then it just like starts.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even look like
The
any haircut.
sweat on the side is
Like they pop it on
crazy.
like I throw a hat on when I leave the
Yes.
house. They just grab it and they just go like this.
Why do you think specifically?
Don't look in the mirror, nothing. And they just walk around. I don't know.
Why do
I
you
don't
think
know. If we have some
specifically
Indian, we have some Indian listeners. Please explain.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and I don't know if it's Indian or Pakistani, but I have noticed.
Same shit.
No, it's mostly Indian. And because I was looking through the looks maxing, because we were talking about this thing, the new thing where they're doing looks maxing.
Well, no, what's looks maxing?
There's a subreddit for that too, and I kind of got into that looking through the bald ones, and there's a lot of guys on the internet that they're basically dudes being like, I'm getting the male version of BBW, and they're in the subreddit being like, what are the best techniques to break your nose? And
they're like trying to make themselves look more manly.
hotter. Well,
models.
Yeah, they want to look hotter, so it's not always manly. But then there's one called Mogwarts.
Okay.
And essentially Mogwarts is 90% Indians.
Okay.
And everyone's in the thing being like, is this all Indian dudes? You know? So Mogwarts is all Indian dudes. And in which direction to trim your chest hair? Please help. And also which style would look good. I don't have abs, bit of pot belly. And it's all Indian dudes asking questions of how to look like a hot model.
Dude, Indian dudes, I find when Indian dudes try to look good, they always embody the like, I'm stealing money for you. I'm trying to sell you cologne in the mall kind of thing.
You're right. I think you have to just go like, put together frat guy without a ton of accessories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
I like the super thin chin strap.
Super thin chin strap.
I think though that I think it's a wealth thing because it's like there's the top 1% of Indian dudes and they're fucking sharp, like Adam Jamal, sharp. You know what I mean?
No, but I think it is a wealth thing because you're right. But it's a cheapness thing where you have guys that are just like, okay, I'm gonna get the toupee, but they stinge out on all of it, and you look like the girl that got the crappy BBL.
Yeah.
Literally,
Or
JJ
the girl
with
that
your
got
fucking chain.
It's you're an Indian guy.
Yeah, literally you with the chain. This is your fucking jerkmate shirt, and you go $1,500 silver chain.
But
Right, and in your mind, you're just like, on paper, I have the expensive things, and you're just like, yes, but you're cheaping out on other parts of it.
It has to be because, like I said, some of the guys, some of them, like our buddy, it's he's so well put together. So everything
He is, yeah.
head to toe is like, man, this
Yes,
is.
but he was born in Toronto. Oh, these aren't, you know what I mean? We're talking about fucking immigrants.
So basically,
this is a guy from grew up in Toronto.
So the Rolex and the silver chain will not help the Jerkmate t-shirt.
No.
Correct.
Fuck.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, here's my recommendation. I'm not like some fashion guru.
Yeah,
but
that's
maybe
a blind leading the blind right here.
but maybe wear clothes that weren't given to you for free exclusively.
This is Aviator Nation.
Yeah, but they're Aviator Nation
Well,
camo
that's
pants
because you
with
don't have
the
a
Jerkmate
pant.
shirt.
It's because you don't have a pant hookup, a free pant hookup. But the moment someone's like, "Yo, I want to give you free pants,"
I have
Jerkmate
APL
pants.
Bro.
Right, yeah. As soon as you have novelty beer case shirts on, that I think that takes away from the whole
See,
thing.
this is exactly what they're explaining, though. Is like you're like, I have this brand, though, but you're like, nothing works with the next thing.
And
and
you're
it's
wearing
like,
a Jerkmate shirt.
yeah. Dude, Jerkmate, we got to send them this episode. They'll probably up our.
Yeah, can they not make just nicer merch? Maybe like just like a J instead of.
They have. They sent me with the one with jerky, but then it looks like a teddy bear.
Looks like a teddy bear.
Yeah, because I have
Jerky.
Right,
their
but that is
little
it's
mascot.
you went 80% and you thought you could cheap out on it, and you can't. It's like when you'll see women or something, they have like like a fancy bag and a nice outfit, and then they have like bad extensions,
Or they're
you know what I
fat.
mean?
Or they're fat.
Well, or just a little chubby.
They're fat.
Yeah, no, but you do. I do notice that when the big chicks, and shout out to the fat queens. I do like fat chicks, but but there is a thing that's annoying when they're like they have all the accessories, but except the gym etiquette, like ethics.
Yeah.
Like do it all. So
Well, you can't be. It's same with a dude where you're just like, I'm the man who's put together. I have the perfect hair, perfect that, and you're just like, you don't because you have extra 70 pounds. So
Yeah,
obviously
exactly.
you're a slob.
slob. Yeah.
And
So
you're just like, you're selling this image of, like high power sort of, and you go, no, you're a slob. We know that. We can see it.
but when I go on stage with that, I do wear the Jerkmate t-shirt, but I do have the nice pants. I have the nice shoe.
Did they force you to wear that?
No, I love them. I mean,
Like, are you contractually obligated to constantly wear?
No,
these
they
shirts?
pay us bills, man.
Yeah, I know they pay your bills, but I'm saying, is
They
there a
pay-
contractual obligation
No.
in terms of paying your bills to constantly wear the shirt?
no. I just
love it.
I just appreciate it, man.
You just like the looks, people.
No, he just has shirts. Like his wardrobe is shirts that came to him.
Well, it's either this
That he acquired.
or
But
this.
that's what I'm saying is instead of going to buy the chain, maybe some new shirts.
Well, I guess it's either this or it's the shirts that I came up with that said Fupaville.
Yeah.
No, but JJ's always looking, and it's not just JJ, it's a broader thing where there's, and it really is the Indian thing. It's like they're looking for like a life hack to do it, right? So as JJ, he'll be like, oh, maybe I'll be like a leather jacket. That'll solve it.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
these things are kind of more of a lifestyle than they are something that you can just like solve as with like a hack.
Yeah.
By the way,
my mom used to say you can't put lipstick on a pig. Like
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like you have to not be the pig.
JJ
Yeah,
needs like queer eye for the gay
You have to
guy.
not be a pig.
Yeah.
So I was actually thinking as I'm walking up 42nd Street stairs, I'm like, I'm going to go get a leather jacket. And you guys just fucking...
No, because you're like you're looking for ways that you
Have
can
a
like
leather
solve
jacket.
this.
Yeah,
No, it
you
got
got to solve
fumigated.
it by like you need
Got
to
fumigated?
you need to learn how to dress nice. You need
Yes.
to learn the skills. Even just go on like ChatGPT and have the robot do
You
it.
know what I do?
Or just don't and be the guy that's like, I don't give a shit. Like the way the tech guys do. They go, that's my image. I'm
Yeah.
powerful and I don't give a shit. But they'll like in between is like every 6 months I'll buy all the items that'll make me like that's not it's the
Yeah.
in betweens.
It's worse.
Well,
It's
You're,
worse.
you're,
not
now you're
committing.
it's actually better to just be a guy that doesn't care probably than it is to be like a failing dressing like a rich guy.
when we go to LA, the head of the our partner now has an assistant, but I go there and I think you're like, hey man, he's not your assistant.
Yeah.
I was going
always
to
looking
take
for
What
a
are you asking
hack.
to get coffee instead
Yeah.
of your
no,
gopher?
was like, can we go shopping?
Yeah. It's like, no, he doesn't help you, dude. Yeah.
I mean, you could hire someone to help you with this.
To clothes?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like a stylist?
sure.
That's a better move than
But you'd have to
trying
hire
do
him
it
full
yourself.
time because it wouldn't. He can't just hire him for a week. It's like hiring a personal trainer for a week.
Well, what he needs to do is you need to hire him, then like go to Nordstrom Rack and like
Yes.
have him get like 10 outfits for you, and then
Yes.
that's your next year.
But I just want to do the Steve Jobs black. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, if
So
you want to do the Steve Jobs black, then that's over. Then just do that.
that's what I usually do when I'm on stage. I just
Okay,
wear
so
black,
that's the
black.
end of JJ's dressing corner. The next
Fashion
big
Nova.
story, I would say AI went from in 2024, you're just like hear vaguely about AI to 2025. It's everywhere. It's all anyone talks about.
Yeah.
Everyone uses it.
Yeah.
All the new companies are that. That happened this year quickly.
There's
Oh,
a
super.
czar in the White House, David Sachs.
There's a czar in the White House.
Czars,
yeah.
czar.
Yeah, and it's like
I
going
thought
to
you were
take
doing an
everyone's
Indian
jobs.
thing.
Waymo, like that went from remember that to it's actually pretty normal.
You see
Yeah.
it at fucking
Dude, they have them here
airports.
now. They're
Yeah.
testing them in New York City.
No
Yes, I went outside the Comedy
way.
Cellar. Yeah, and the guys who test them are huge celebrities.
Oh, really?
Oh, everybody comes up to them. They're like, dude, if you want to get fucking pussy, man, go be an AI Waymo tester in New York City. Just like literally crowds come up to you.
Oh, wow. New
Yeah.
pussy hack.
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of. Yeah. But they're testing them here. If they figure this out here, then you're like, I thought there's no way they could figure it out in New York City.
Yeah,
the
so it's the
people?
hardest place to do it.
Just everywhere, people stopping in the middle of the street, like all the stuff. But
All the
doing it.
delivery
Right, because it
drivers.
almost is a requirement of being a cab driver in New York that you have to do all this illegal stuff.
yeah, all
Yeah.
this just
Yeah.
shady
It's kind of baked into the pie that you're kind of doing all this stuff you're not supposed to do, and they can't make a
Yeah.
robot.
Well,
do
they had the
that.
one.
Yeah.
I think it was in San Francisco or like a few weeks ago, where the Waymo there was like cops and they were like arresting some guy on the ground. The way and they're like, stop! And
Yes.
the Waymo just drove right.
Yeah, they're like,
Gotta go. Place to be.
So do you think with all these AI? So this is an interesting thing. I actually think about a lot. Do you think with all these AI
You'll
jobs
still be bald.
that are taking drivers, delivery guys, now you have a whole part of society that really that was their work.
Oh well, yeah, that's the big concern is that
Yes.
it's going to be fast food workers,
Yeah,
truck drivers, like everyone who used to make like a living, which making a living now is already harder.
Hard.
Like being like the American dream of like I get a job, I work there for 40 years, I buy a house, and then I have
Impossible.
kids. It's like that's going away, and then you're taking away the bottom rung and giving it to robots, and there's no replacement.
Well,
There's
they let you
no-
fuck the robots now. Though.
They'll let
You're
you-
a
yeah,
robot
that's
to
all right.
fuck.
Yeah.
Shout
To
out
keep you
Autoflow.
busy.
That's going to be the big that's going to be 2026, 27, 28.
Yeah.
That's going to be the big question.
Well, not just big question. If those guys get together, we're all fucked.
See,
Well, we're deporting. them,
well, I'm
so,
sort of not. I'm not totally on that. Danny's more what you just said, and it
I've-
sounds like
I've
you
been
are.
the doomer.
I'm still on the other side of, and apparently, according to a lot of reports, it's not totally conclusive that. Don't forget, a lot of these companies that are laying people off.
Yeah.
that's their excuse. If you're a
Yeah.
CEO, you go, no, we're laying them off because it's actually more productive and we have this thing. You go, or you kind of wanted to lay people off and this looks better at a press story. So there's
Yeah.
a lot of things happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm still of the mind
Yeah,
that...
but white collar-
Okay, think about this. If right now in your business or whatever, right? If you were just like, or JJ, you were just like, okay, now my employee that works for me, he uses AI and he can do way more. You might be like, oh, you know what? I should hire 2 guys because it's actually like working better.
Yeah.
So instead of hiring a guy and he does this, you go, I hire a guy. It's kind of like 3 guys, which actually makes sense to hire a guy now.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
go, so then if I hire 4 guys, it's like I hire 16 guys. And that actually, like, you know, let's say someone like you go, I hire 4 guys. I drop 200 grand and you go, that might make me 400 grand. You go, oh, it actually makes more sense to hire people.
Well, for businesses
because
that are
the
scalable.
bar of how much money an employee can make a company goes up too.
Yeah.
But not
So-
every business is infinitely.
No,
scalable
but
like
these things are all happening at the
yeah,
same
but
time.
he's not talking about that.
I'm
Neither
talking
am I.
about-
You're talking about guys who are fucking delivery drivers.
He's talking about what happens with them.
$15 to $20 an hour.
Yeah.
But
all
and
call centers are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
all
the
call center jobs are gone.
The other side of that is those jobs didn't exist 6 years ago.
So what?
Like all this stuff where everyone's like Uber Eats drivers and Uber drivers, that didn't exist 10 years ago.
Yeah,
So
fair.
everyone's very. I can't believe it's going away for a thing that we didn't grow up with that.
No,
Yeah.
but
so what's the new version of that? Potentially, there's a lot of things.
But there
And
was
it's inevitable.
factory job. A lot of guys would do hard labor factories, stuff like that.
Those went overseas. No,
Yeah.
No, those are getting automated too. Like Amazon,
Yeah.
I think they say by 2030, like a huge portion of their like literally the people who store packages. That's all going to be.
So what
Yes,
happens to all those people? Like again, like I do, or do they just, Tom Bolio, who basically says,
Well, you're burying the lead, and I think all of you are. When you say what happens when no one has jobs, there's kind of like an assumption that that's a guarantee, and I don't think it's a guarantee.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think. I'm just saying, like
Whatever the next thing. Okay, so imagine like Uber's
A
going.
revolt.
Imagine there's a new version of that where you go, hey, here's this new thing that everyone's doing, and it's this hot job. None of our jobs existed 6 years ago.
You're
All right,
you're telling me.
And within a year, it was like this new job, and then everyone you know is doing it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whatever, and within a year, it was like everyone's moved to a city. It's like, I'll be an Uber. There might be new versions of those where within a year, you go, everyone started doing that.
Yeah, everyone's now.
All you need is a this to do that.
The new job is like
Sure.
fixing the Waymos or something, whatever it is. Like it's the
Yeah,
it'll
or
just create a new industry.
running a
as it
call
comes in.
center for like a business that can now have a call center.
But
Yeah.
you've also
They couldn't have a call center
but-
before.
Yeah.
But you've also
Doing outreach for businesses.
Yeah, but you've also populated New York City with so many people that are doing like these. I actually
Well,
think.
no, this city's fucked. I mean, the rest of the world. You're right. This isn't
Well, it goes back to what we said before. It's like the big cities are, for one, they're becoming unlivable price wise.
Yeah.
And there's less reason to be here. And so they're going to kind of start to fall in. New York's never super jived with me. I think it's a pretty good place. But people are like, it's the greatest city in the world. I'm like, yeah.
It's a greatest city in the
visit.
world. If you live in Manhattan, you have a decent amount of money, a decent amount of time,
Yes.
and you like restaurants, partying, being in the scene.
Stand-up comedy,
If you like
yeah.
the thing, you go, hey, I go to a new restaurant every night. I'm in the. If you were like 25 the way we were in Toronto, and you
Yeah.
like going to bar, like there's lots of stuff. You're at parties. This is happening. If you're living somewhat of a normal life and working really hard,
You're
not taking much of the benefits. It's just hard to get around.
Yeah, it's
I-
just
I
hard
would-
to get
yeah.
around. And also a lot of other cities, like I think probably like New York in the 90s was like, you can go to a 5-star restaurant, then you can take a subway, then you can do this. And it was like, that was unique to New York. Now you go to fucking Scottsdale, you go to San Diego, it's like a lot of these places have that.
Well,
kind
you
of
told
stuff.
I've in the
about
last 10
Albuquerque.
minutes, I understand that I've been contrarian to everything everyone's saying, and I'm not trying to just be to no to everyone, but I do actually feel a little bit like the romance of like being at the Comedy Cellar, like walking home, kind of.
I agree with
I
you.
do
There-
actually feel that that's cool, and that's even when I was in Toronto has a bit of that. Like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
when I leave those places, I do feel like I'm missing something, and that something is like energy.
And I'll give
I
you the
guess so,
perfect
yeah.
example. As much as I loved Austin, Texas, and I really loved it, I lived comfortably. The food was solid. Comedy was great. It didn't have that vibe of New York.
No, the vibe of New York is very unique.
Yes.
But I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I just kind of want to go do spots. I want to work on comedy. I want to like work on this stuff we're doing and shit. And then I want to like play video games and like hang out with my friends. I'm like,
No,
that's all I really want.
I think living in
And
New York.
then what are the benefits for that guy?
Yeah, exactly. Like I just want to be able to work, stand up and chill with the people I want, and like I don't know.
No, and then have a goon cave.
Yeah, have a goon cave, dude.
Which, you know how expensive it is to have a goon cave in New York City?
Yeah, it's
like an extra fucking $2
Yeah,
grand
but
a month.
what you're describing, and how old are you again?
I'm 33.
33.
Yeah.
I thought you were interesting.
Why?
I didn't realize we were that much older than you. I thought it was a little
he's
closer.
young kid.
Yeah. But you are at the age where historically that was always the case.
Yeah.
Was around you get into your 30s and you're like, why am I in the city?
Why? Yeah, exactly.
That was kind
I'm
of
like,
always the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Time to move
Unless
to
you're
the
just
suburbs.
like, well,
Yeah.
of the suburbs, unless you're just like, well, I have so much money that I can have the suburbs here.
Here, yeah,
Well,
exactly.
you do make the case now again. You make the case really well, and we talked about Saturday night after our spots, and it was like there is a world where it's like, yeah, man, you have just so much more in the same lifetime. You just don't have the energy of New York.
Yeah.
But everything else, you have more money now. Like if you move.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
your taxes.
That's how people do it.
drop
I mean,
like
that's not a
crazy.
new thing.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You just
Like I grew up in the suburbs. Like I didn't grow
yeah,
up in
right.
downtown Toronto.
You just
That's
have
why.
you just
because
have-
we wanted to have a fucking
yard.
a hockey rink in the backyard.
Yeah.
Well, I said as soon as the two of you make a decision, like even one of you guys makes a decision to fuck off to another place, I'm out too.
I know I'm not going to be here forever.
Yeah,
That's
I-
I
no,
know
I'm not
that for
saying
sure.
forever.
I but I do love this place. But you look at every year, you're probably 50 to depending on your situation, 50 to 100 grand. You're just losing
Yeah.
if you look at it that way.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. And
Maybe
then
more.
Yeah. I don't, yeah.
I mean, maybe really.
But I
more.
honestly, those are one of those questions where there's certain like existential questions. One of them being like, where are you going to live? That every time I start thinking about it a lot, I never solve it, and I just get like flustered.
Yeah.
Like because there is no perfect answer. It's kind of like
that's the
being single versus relationship. If you start being like, it's just there's no perfect answer.
It's 3 a.m. You want to fuck so bad, but all that's left is an absolute pig.
You just have to make a decision. Was it? It's like we keep talking about San Diego. I'm like, San Diego's so fucking good, and I'm like, is there a tax loophole that I could get so I can live there, don't have to pay
No.
California taxes,
Of course.
and just do 7 comedy clubs is
California.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's like San Diego is a paradise. It's like one of the greatest.
It was
places.
La Jolla
amazing.
is fire.
La Jolla is
La Jolla's incredible.
unfucking
Bro,
real.
that was the best time
dude.
when I came with you.
We're just hanging out. We're eating good food.
Watching
we're going,
seals.
We're going to the
Watching
beach.
seals.
JJ's going back to his hotel room watching whales.
Yeah.
trying to fuck the seals.
And then you go do spots, and the spots are so good. They're so good there.
Safe.
Yeah, safe, Yeah.
Clean.
Fellas, we got to tell you about Ridge Wallet. You already heard about them, but it's time to make the plunge. Otherwise, you're sitting there with the Costanza. You're embarrassing yourself. Your back hurts. You got it in your back pocket.
Oh,
You're sitting.
You're feeling it.
You're sitting on a slant. You have your
And
dildo
watch.
tokens in your
Just so you can carry every fucking punch
yeah.
card and receipt you've ever collected in your life.
your gift certificates to the Simp Factory just piling up in there.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to switch over to Ridge Wallet. This is a man's wallet right here. You don't want to have that hurting lower back. You do not need all that extra stuff. It is simple. It's elegant. You feel like a boss pulling it out. It's made with premium materials like aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber, Ridge 2.0 right here. Over 50 different colors and styles to choose from. You can even get a wallet that features NFL, MLB, and college teams that is your favorite. Perfect for holiday gifting. And right now, especially since Ridge is having their biggest sale of the year, plus all Ridge wallets have a new industry-leading built-for-life warranty. So even if your wallet gets lost or stolen, they got you covered. You ever heard of anything like that?
No.
A for life. Come on. Forget about it. It also might give you peace of mind knowing that your Ridge wallet has RFID blocking technology, keeping you safe from digital pickpocketers. That's a big thing that people should be worried about these days, man. You got to be on the lookout for
Oh, yeah, you
everything.
do. A lot of scams.
So you don't need to know what they're doing. All you need to know is people are trying to do something. Ridge solved the problem. You don't have to think about it anymore.
Perfect.
It's not just about wallets either. They create premium everyday carry essentials like key cases, suitcases, and their game-changing power banks. All built with the same sleek, durable design. You'll find the perfect gift for everyone at your wish list over at Ridge Wallet. Because losing your wallet's the worst. And they got Ridge Tracker Card. You'll always know exactly where it is. Before panic mode kicks in, you got perfect peace of mind for holiday travel and gifting. Give the gifts that stay out of the junk drawer and find their way to the morning routines, travel, and adventures. We're talking Ridge. So for a limited time, Ridge is having their huge holiday sale. Head over to ridge.com. Get up to 47% off your order. This is by far the biggest discount they've given all year. That's ridge.com for up to 47%. Get off your order during their biggest sale of the year. After you purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. You got to tell them the boys sent you, the BOYSCAST. Please support our show. Tell them we sent you over to Ridge. The holidays are the only time of year where adults can get away with wearing matching outfits, and MeUndies has taken that to the next level with their Match Me collection. I got MeUndies on right now. I got a drawer full of them, and they have cool prints, and they look great. You know, you take the clothes off, you're walking around in the undies, you actually look like a boss. They got cool prints.
Yeah. I'm wearing them right now.
I'm wearing them right now too. Yeah. I'm at this point. It's like I was in a slow transition, but I'm at the transition phase where I'm like about 90% now.
You heard it here first. Ryan's transition.
You heard it here first. I'm transitioning from a bunch of different mismatched that I got. 9 years old.
One reliable, comfortable.
One clean MeUndies. MeUndies is the go-to for unbelievably soft underwear and loungewear made from ultramodal. That is fancy speak for cloud-level comfort. And with matching sets in fun, festive prints, you're going to be the coordinated couple or family on the couch. Always fun. Everyone appreciates it. The pictures, you want that for the... It's just for the... A lot of times you're doing it for the pic, for the gram. They got 30 million pairs sold, 90,000 five-star reviews, a problem-free philosophy. That means if you don't love your first pair, it's on them. Sustainably made so your holiday gift giving can feel good and you can do good. So they got cozy joggers, festive onesies, cheeky undies to cuddle-worthy bralettes. There's a cut, color, and vibe for everyone on your list. Their Match Me line lets couples and friend duos coordinate their loungewear game. That's always fun if you get the boys in the matching things too, you know what I mean?
Nothing...
Well, the holiday collection brings that seasonal joy to your softest layers. So right now is the perfect time to grab some holiday MeUndies. To get exclusive holiday deals, you want to go to, and you get 50% off. You go to MeUndies.com/BOYSCAST. Enter the promo code BOYSCAST. That is MeUndies.com/BOYSCAST with the promo code BOYSCAST for up to 50% off, fellas.
Yeah, it is
That was one thing. I went back to Toronto recently, and I'm like, oh yeah, you feel safer in this city. You feel way safer
in Toronto than New York.
Oh yeah, way safer. Yeah.
There is a thing you probably don't have it because you're like always your mind is probably your mind whether you're in New York City or you're in it's still. But I do feel in my mind when I'm in a certain place, like when I'm in LA. Bro, it's
calm.
Yeah. It's not even close.
That's because you don't live there, though, too. No.
There's just a fucking. I don't know what it is.
Because you develop things you have to do. Like
maybe
when you're in and out, no one really knows. If people know you're available, that's at your discretion.
Yeah,
like all that stuff makes you calmer.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that probably makes us so in the AI is just like everyone can access you at any time.
Yeah.
Even just if you sent me a message yesterday, it would just the fact that I had to respond is like
it's like spikes your stress.
It's something. It's just like another thing on my list, and it is. I've just been given a task against my will. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I just turn.
Not you specifically.
No, I get those messages from him too. Fucking non-stop task against my will from Jada Ray. In fact, which is the funniest thing, I actually feel bad sometimes.
Everyone knows the stress of having a Jada Ray in your inbox.
I actually feel bad. I actually reach out to him. I'm like, is there anything else I can do? I don't want to.
For the pod? No.
If you're somewhere that you don't live, you don't have any of that. It's like, that's why.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you actually lived there, you would collect a bunch of bullshit.
You're probably right. And the bullshit I probably don't have is the
Also, you'd have to
there.
drive if you live in New York City.
No, I'm not saying LA.
Which means you'd have to get a license at fucking 50.
I did feel.
Your first license.
I did feel a little calmer in Austin.
Yeah, because it's just like there's less people there.
Yeah,
there was more space.
A little bit more of a calming.
Dude, everybody's all on top of you here.
And also, where I lived was 5 minutes from downtown. Now, the Austin downtown's gross, but the neighborhood I lived in was so clean. It was like immaculate.
Yeah, it's like suburban almost.
Yeah, almost suburban.
Yeah,
5-minute walk
always
from
gonna be the
downtown.
case.
So it is one of those things you have to. I agree with you.
You could go back and forth on
There's
this forever.
no perfect. What the thing is, though,
When New York's sick, you're like, this is fucking
it's
cool.
sick. Or the other solution is you're so rich you have a place somewhere and you just come here for a couple weeks at a time.
If you have no obligations, like, you know, when you start to develop an actual like life. Yeah, if you want to be.
I know.
Yeah, that's the hack for everything in life is you're just like, I fucking no girl, no nothing. It's just me in the wind, just reading
You're
my.
describing JJ right now.
On a motorcycle.
No, he has to go do his thing every
That's
week.
true,
Like he has obligations. He has spots. He's not just reading what's Catcher in the Rye as he's hitchhiking.
I did read Naval Ravikant's quote. It does seem like his book.
I thought it was going to be a book, and it's just a quote.
A quote. I read a
Dude,
quote.
also he always does this thing. He'll say Naval Ravikant, like the listener's like, "Oh, Naval Ravikant."
Well, they know. They know Naval.
No,
We know Naval.
He'll drop names and he'll drop them. He listened to one podcast with Naval Ravikant, then he'll go, Naval Ravikant says. Like he's been like a fucking fan of this guy for 40 years.
No, I read his book. His book is crazy.
His book or the quote?
His book is just quotes.
Oh, okay. And,
So-
you read one of them.
No,
so
but it
far.
seems like he does nothing.
He's like a billionaire. He's like a tech and
That's what
He was a CEO of a tech company.
No, but he
like-
seems like he's
literally like
happy
huge
with.
angel investor.
Yeah, he's like.
yeah, but they all the billionaires do that thing where they go like, yeah, you know what I do? I clear my schedule. I don't look at it.
Yes.
My phone. I only answer my phone 1 hour a day. And they're like, this is how you have to live. It's like, yeah, because you already have $1 billion. What were you doing on the ride to $1 billion?
Yeah, of course.
You weren't.
Bingo.
You weren't fucking being like.
Preach.
Yeah, when you were sitting in the cubicle, you weren't like, I'm only answering my phone 1 hour a day. It's like, shut up, dude.
And Naval Ravikant, who I do like, he's the king of, you know how Bill Burr said he doesn't write on stage in a generation of comics, or I only write on stage, and generation of comics are like, I guess I don't write.
Yeah.
Naval Ravikant, he goes, I pick an hourly rate for my time, and I go $5,000 an hour. So anything that's less than that, I would never do.
Yeah.
So they're like, do this. He goes, well, I could hire someone for $400 an hour. It's like, well, I'm 5,000, so it actually makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
And the guys like this are just like, well, why would I do anything?
Yeah.
Every single thing that I want to do is less than 500. So you go, I should never move.
If you want to scroll to some of your texts from Saturday, I texted you my hourly's anywhere from $300 to $500 an hour. Do you remember that text?
Yeah, he was picking his hourly rate where you're just like,
Anywhere.
Also,
you're
3
just
to 5?
but then on top of that, and then on top of that, I'll even add to Chase thing where they're also lying a bit.
Yeah.
Where how many people do you know? Dude, I know people that their thing is being like a pretty famous, here's how you live your life guy.
Yeah.
And then you go
Ferriss.
with them. I'm not going to say any of who, but, I know lots of people like that,
I love
especially
Tim
I've been in this
Ferriss.
game for a while, and I'm adjacent to those people. And I like guys like that because Danny was the original guy who kind of got me into that stuff, the Tim Ferriss ton of stuff. But
You already got us in,
online, here's how you do this, what you said, hour a day, this, and I block up my phone. And then you meet up with them, and they're like, fucking, this woman's fucking bothering me. Okay, I got this. Oh, actually, fuck, yeah, don't I have a thing tomorrow? Okay, and you're just like, oh, you're fucking lying.
You're
And not only that,
You're walking around stressed out like everybody else.
To add to your thing, how many failures has Tony Robbins created? How many fucking people have got? How many failures Alex Hermo? And I do love those guys, but how many fucking losers take your classes and are just losers? Still.
Also, it's what we were talking about before. The people who buy that kind of shit, who the courses and everything, they're JJ with the chain. They're like, oh, I'm a failure. How about I buy this course and then I won't be a failure anymore? It's like, no, you are a failure. You have to fix being a failure.
Selection bias.
Yes.
Let the record show the chain is still being bought today, and the Rolex is being bought when we do
One chain, please.
and the Rolex when we do May in Chicago, with hopefully as long as crypto has not completely tanked.
Oh, it's going to be a dark day when you got to pawn that thing.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine losing?
Literally, JJ's like, I fucking did it again.
Do you know I've
Pawn shop.
Do you know I've
Down
lost?
at the pawn shop.
I've lost money now officially in crypto 4 different times.
That's everybody.
4
except for like
different times.
a few people.
Dude, did he tell you about the $33,000 month?
No.
So JJ's making money now for the first time.
Yeah.
And he had $30,000 going to his account in a month. Very good month for JJ. And then
Crazy month.
Then he showed me his thing. He spent $33,000 somehow.
Somehow we're negative. What do you spend $33,000 on?
Who knows?
What do you mean, JJ? What are you? I don't want to go full Caleb Hammer right now, but what are you spending 33 grand on in a month?
I don't know.
What do you mean you
Dude.
don't know? What's the number one expensiture? Flights?
For flight.
First class.
First class.
That's crazy.
That's, yeah.
Not even
And
like
some of them, he wasn't even going, just there and back. Just for,
He's like, I just like to sit in first class.
Well, I got my
There and back.
He doesn't leave the airport. He just goes.
How did you spend 33 grand in a month?
I don't
on
know.
what?
It's
You have roommates.
He doesn't
That's
have
insane.
employees. He doesn't.
But you don't
yeah.
even live by yourself. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
how much? Okay, if you do your seeking arrangements where you
Horse?
That was a 300.
establishment.com.
So there was 300
What was
right
the
there.
biggest expense out of 33,000?
Gives me chills. I don't know.
Did you have one thing that was 5,000? Did you have a single thing that was 5,000 or more?
Fuck no.
It's just like every day you're spending $1,000 on bullshit.
I guess the way you
But you don't have anything. I don't.
It,
What, those pants?
doesn't make sense.
Well, hey, let the record show for next month. I'll have a necklace to show for that.
you can't
But you
think
haven't
of
bought it
one
yet.
thing
That
that
was-
like we bought.
Honestly,
Your rent. You live with you live with a bunch of 20-year-olds. You live in a squat for $1,000
did
a
you
month.
buy like
2,500.
Did you buy 20 grand of crypto or something?
I did buy crypto and
But
stuff.
on your credit card?
No, because it was my checking.
that doesn't count.
Yeah, I've put it probably.
What did the 33,000 go
since July? I've saved over 20-something thousand.
Okay, but
That's good.
Again, but where
That's
did the
pretty good,
33
right?
grand go to?
I don't know. It's brutal.
Food?
I changed him as soon as I showed them this on the podcast because I showed him. He went, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And then Eric walked around. He goes, what the fuck?
It's crazy. I'm like, how? Where's it going?
This is my first month ever having that much money.
And you blew it. And you were negative at the
It
end
was
of the
like
month?
this. It was like this.
You were in the red?
No, but there's certain people that are built like that. If they make $1,000, they'll spend $1,100. If they make $5,000, they'll spend
What is it?
$55.
What do you think
Hood
it
rich,
is?
baby.
I think it's female tendencies. I think it's
It's a
But
fucking.
female tendencies is going shopping. He's wearing a jerkmate shirt.
No.
yeah, but he has female tendencies in other ways.
No, he does. You do have a couple female tendencies
was it?
because he'll do.
Sucking dick. Fair. Okay, so there's one. What's the second?
He'll do a couple sneaky things that like ladies do. Like when we were setting up the podcast room.
I had a hernia
Yeah, I did.
surgery.
But he won't be like, "Hey, I have a hernia. Like I can't lift anything," which is what a
Yeah.
guy would do. He's like, "I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and get groceries," and so
Yes.
he disappears. Like, yeah, that's a lady thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then he came back.
I
And
never had friends until comedy.
Right, and you think you're slick,
Yeah.
right?
No.
that is a big
No,
lady
no.
thing. If like they think they're up to something,
No,
it's like
so Ryan and Danny have a perception of me. Can you please
Correct one.
crush this perception?
what's the perception?
Correct perception.
That I'm this lazy piece of shit who does nothing.
you're at no, I didn't. Don't. He's tricking you into giving him compliments.
and I have absolutely
It's not that he's-
zero hair.
It's not that he's lazy. It's that you're a specific brand of lazy. That you're always looking for a hack, and that hack is that
Ferris.
you don't have to do stuff so other people do it for
no,
you.
but I'm not like take advantage of though.
No, you're not trying to take
I was
advantage.
that used to be me.
But you are looking for like ways you can skeet around stuff,
Yes.
like that thing. Because then you came back with the groceries, and we went, "Oh, what are like, you gonna have steak and eggs?" And he goes like, "Oh no, I'm fasting." And I went, "You're fucking making breakfast." I was like, "We just set up the podcast room. You're fucking making
But
breakfast
to
right now."
the point you did once say when I do lack in some skill sets, the sponsor.
Yeah, no, that's the
that's
thing.
the
If
thing.
one of the things JJ is the best at is getting money.
no, he's a
because
good wheeler and dealer.
Oh,
but that's not
great wheeler and
the,
dealer.
the thing. The female tendencies comes from the not being straight up. Like for
Yes.
example,
I think that's-
if you're just like, hey, I'm really trying to meet up with this chick,
Yeah.
and she's on, she's like right in this area,
Yeah.
so could we get her hotel over there?
Yeah.
He'd be in here being like, oh my god, the best. This hotel's so good.
Totally,
Like,
dude. He's like, we got to go to Hugo Frogs. We got to go to Hugo
Yeah.
Frogs. And we go, it's closed. And then he starts chatting up the hostess from when he was there last
Yes.
week. And we're like, dude, just fucking, why do we
you
got
have
to
to
come along?
Why do you have to come?
Yeah, so then I don't have to
We're
go.
always hungry.
I just
I
be
need
straight
social
up.
proof for the hostess.
And if you said, "Hey,
Johnny,
hey, do
what's
you guys
the
want to
Hugo
come? I'm trying to talk to this
Frogs
girl."
score? Can you look
Yeah.
at Hugo's
What
Frogs
is
and
Hugo
score?
Frogs?
It's a good restaurant, but it wasn't even serving.
But it's a life hack. Like I get a favor without having the accountability possibility of a favor.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, we went to a restaurant across the street.
But it's female tendencies. That's a female shit.
I think the female tendencies really come from the gay shit.
But all of his
could be.
stuff.
Oh, you don't say.
But if you think about it, Danny, is it not all of the things are I want you to pick where we're gonna eat, but
Yeah.
I actually want to pick, but
Yeah.
I want on paper I didn't have anything to do with it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
100%.
all that.
No
All that,
accountability.
yeah.
Female tendencies.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we can all
But it's
agree.
female tendencies, yeah.
So basically what you're saying is women are superior to men.
That's correct. Yeah. You
That-
nailed it head on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's
That's what this podcast's about.
The boys cast.
That's what fucking. What are we at? 350 episodes or something?
Advisor says 4.4 stars.
4.4 stars. So
okay.
it's just whatever.
So
Unbelievable, right?
the next thing was I felt like there was. This is more maybe Danny and I don't know. I bet you probably think about
By
this
the
more.
way-
But nope, moving on. The aliens was a huge topic of.
Oh, did we have some alien stuff? What was the alien stuff?
Yeah, I felt like it became conspiracies kind of got popular, and
Yeah.
it was a lot of. The government needs to have more accountability with these documents.
Yeah.
In the last little bit, there's crazy, Polymark and Kalshi bets about whether there's aliens. So this is.
There's no aliens. We're not getting.
Well, that's my take. I would have thought you would be more of an alien guy if I'm being
my
honest.
thing now is just show. Like, I'm tired of we have a grainy footage of a ship
Ultimate
again.
circle jerk.
It's like, just show me. You guys got a fucking a ET in a
There
box.
are the UFOs or like the UAP or whatever they call them, like the they have like the Tic Tac things where you
Yes.
go like these things don't move in any way that's physically
The
possible.
pilots, too,
The
the-
pilot
the
videos.
David,
and you go,
what's his
yeah,
name?
that's something.
But show me the fucking
do. They
Martian.
No, the actual like extraterrestrial, like the alien thing, they're none of that. But they definitely do. There is stuff with technology where you see these videos, you go like, yeah, physically it's impossible. Like you see the people talking about it, and you're like, physically it's impossible for any known like commodity, whatever, like anything physical to like move that way without just being destroyed.
So what do you think? Do you think that is? I mean, if you listen, and I love Rogan's my favorite human.
Oh,
being.
you don't say. Never heard that from you before.
Rogan's
Literally
my
starting to
favorite.
look like him.
Also had a dream about him last night.
Sex dream?
No,
No, it's just that he needed a co-host.
No, JJ's dream was, this is JJ's dream. He's sitting in the chair. He goes, look that up, Jamie.
And he's dude.
Swear to God,
It's bossing Jamie around.
Swear to God, he knew who I was in the dream. It was great.
In
it was
my
so
own mind.
real.
You know who you are.
It was so real. But so he always says because of his
Hell yeah.
bias, he wants to believe it.
Yeah.
But I do think it is crazy to think that there's nothing out there.
I mean, dude, there's literally, 200 billion planets in just our galaxy, and then there's 200 billion galaxies.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's gotta be-
Just do the math. You're like, what are the odds that...
Did you ask Neil deGrasse Tyson what he really?
I don't think
No, I
that
didn't ask
math
him.
makes sense because there is. If you're saying it's mathematical because there's so much stuff, there should be life. I don't think that necessarily tracks.
Oh, so you think 1 times 0 is still 0?
I think it could be, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I just don't think that's like evidence because there's more.
Oh,
if you go,
right.
there's nothing on all the other planets
Yeah.
except for this one.
But how's
if there
that
was
possible?
2, then I would be like, oh, there's probably tons. But if there's only 1 right now, you go all of the
Interesting.
other planets are 0. It's actually potentially more probable that all the other ones. So
Well,
I,
but we
I
can't
think
even-
you can make the same
But
argument either way.
the amount of distance is, you're like, you can't know.
So you don't know if there is another Earth. We don't know.
No,
No, we
we don't know if there's
that's his
God. You know.
point.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know, but we don't know if there's God. But I know what you're saying is that
There is God, Benjamin Netanyahu.
S&P 500.
Oh,
7,000
Benny.
spy features. Let's go. Moon.
Yeah. No, but I think probably.
Yeah, I'm think there's shit out there.
We're not
But,
getting anything.
But
though.
no,
we're
that's
not getting
it's-
any.
you're right, it's an
we're not
irrelevant
getting any
question.
Epstein files. We're not getting any JFK files. We're not getting any alien shit.
Yeah, the Epstein files were all
Eggs
like
are more
fucking
expensive,
blurred
everything's
out.
more
It's like,
So that was another thing, by the way, that JFK, that was the other thing that was supposed to...
we're supposed to get JFK.
Yeah.
And they did, and there was nothing in there.
So what is the whole thing, though, when they they black it up? Not redact.
Redact, yeah.
It is redacted.
Redacted.
What do you think the whole point of that is?
Well, they say for the Epstein files is they're like any victims, that basically anything related to something that would
Affect the victim.
like
I know
affect the
that.
victims and further traumatize, victimize them. They remove.
but why
like,
the
dude, there was
JFK?
one photo there where there was one photo of his desk, of Epstein's desk, and then I guess they missed it. There was a photo of Trump. in the desk.
Yeah.
And then they just removed it from the website. People are like, you can't remove it. We already
Like, we
already saw this. And
I got it on my
screenshotted
phone,
it.
yeah.
What about the JFK thing? Why do you think those are redacted? Do you think it's because, like, the two theories are either that it was the inside job or it was pure, like,
Jews?
absolute... not
That's what they say, yeah.
No, it was a pure, like, just incompetence. And do you think... So the reason that makes sense is, like, oh, by then, the OSS, CIA, or whatever it was so incompetent that if people found this out, that would be like, why do we even have this organization?
Well,
so
I
that's
think
the one
JFK wanted to
theory.
get rid of them, but
No, the reason that the assassination happened was based off incompetence.
oh no, I think it was an inside job.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they like to do that. Like it's like they say like 9/11 inside job, Pearl Harbor maybe too, because it like gets
Really?
you involved in World War II.
Well, they know
It's like,
and they
yeah.
knew about it. They're saying Pearl Harbor is like they knew about it well in advance and they let it happen.
Yeah, so
Right.
then it's like you let it happen. It's like that's the same thing as 9/11. You let it happen. You put bombs in the building to fucking make the building fall, and,
Yeah.
and then you get oil.
So how do they decide though? Then this is the other thing that's interesting. If like they always try and take out like someone who's a whistleblower, this, but then there's certain people that are like Tucker. Like he's still going on. Candace, he's still going on. Or are they in constant like threat of their life?
Well, they're probably the argument for them is that they are part of the system, that they're paid to preach.
A lot of
certain
people think
thing.
that Tucker Carlson's like a CIA.
No.
Yeah.
So what's the whole thing? Is that he just does it so he creates speculation? Like
No,
what's-
you keep people's eyes off certain things. You direct the populace in a certain way that moves them away from what the actual truth
There's
is.
also
muddy
sort of,
waters.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
a theory of, if you flood with like bullshit conspiracies,
Yeah.
then the real ones also get like swept up in
Yeah,
the
they all,
crazy.
just everything seems like that.
I mean, that's like, what a person might do of, just being like, you just kind of flood the zone with bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right. You don't
the
know
thing
what's
you
real.
actually did wrong gets...
Yeah, it's all muddied. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you can't put on the glove. It's like, oh, well, the glove doesn't fit. Well, then how could he be there? It's like,
Right.
oh,
The
like,
glove.
yeah.
So you fake the blitz from this, and then the other in football they blitz the
Yeah.
defense. So
Yeah.
you think it's coming from here, but it's really coming from here, and you just never see it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Interesting. By the way, I was not going to say anything.
Luigi Mangione was another one this year.
He's a.
Oh, I love Luigi.
You're a fan?
Oh, big Luigi.
we disagree on this one.
Yeah, no,
This
blow
one-
their heads
I didn't know Communist Che.
Dude, yeah, blow their
oh,
heads
it's
off.
communist Che.
No, we
He's
actually
been
did-
here
I
the
didn't know
whole
Che
time.
was such a radical.
No,
Wow.
you know why we disagree with? Here's my reasoning: is because the guy got shot and nothing changed. So I don't see the like
Yeah,
everyone.
well, you got to do it more.
no,
Yeah, the only thing that changes is every CEO now has like insane amount of security.
No,
Yeah,
but
and that cost is borne by all insurance.
no, but nothing changes.
People
Like the
pay insurance.
healthcare, the healthcare doesn't go down. So like I like.
Yeah, well, you think you're gonna? Who thought you're like? Yeah, we're just gonna assassinate the CEO, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, the cost of insurance is.
What did you guys think? What was your take when you thought when that happened?
What did I think when it happened?
Yeah, I thought it.
Jews did it. That's my first thought. I go, this is Israel up to it again.
What's your pitch for why it's great?
No, I love it, dude. It's like I think if you do like 8, I think then the costs go down.
You think if you assassinate every CEO,
But
of every major-
who pays for the cost then?
Yeah.
What happens with the cost?
I don't know. We figure it out on the back end.
He's smoking like a real communist. How does this work? You go, I don't know, but I know what I'd like to happen.
We're in
Yeah.
charge now.
We haven't shot enough people.
yeah, you got to shoot a couple more
No, I
CEOs
mean,
and then.
But wait, it's you're just saying like their profit margin goes down. That's the idea.
No, then they change some policies. You get fucking.
Well, the policies are essentially that you can't deny claims, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then so the other
you-
things go more expensive. Like you can, socialize it,
Yeah,
but
you shoot a couple more people, and then maybe you get more free healthcare.
I mean, not to take
Free.
Free. Yeah.
these Cubans.
not to take like the libertarian like point, like like the Dave.
I might have a free jacket right now.
But it is like, I mean, honestly, Dave Smith's pretty on point with a lot of things, and the biggest thing he is the war thing. You take the money from the war and put it in the healthcare. I think I like in a gay
People have spent that war money on every. I've heard that argument so many times though, where people are just like they've spent the war money on every 100 times.
Yeah.
It's a little. There's a little girl mass going on sometimes where it's like, yeah, we don't do the Ukraine war, and then we fund 12 things that were more money.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like you do have to look at things independently. widely. You can't just always be like,
I mean, didn't I think
Take
I
the money
just
from-
read California? They spent $35 billion on, or like some crazy like $50 billion on homeless, and their homeless population went up somehow.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
that was a scam there. But I do think
Everything's a scam. That's the point.
That's the point.
Is
Yeah.
Everything becomes a scam.
But as all of us being from Canada, I do really believe like healthcare should be a
that's
human.
why the Luigi
human-
thing-
yeah, but dude,
good.
last year in Canada, over 100,000 people died on a waiting list.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, compared to what it is here, though, who can't get healthcare, it's got to be.
That's such a lie in this country. Everybody gets like life-saving healthcare in this country. Like if you're poor here, like I think if you make less than 35,000, like you have full insurance.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and it's only middle, like when you're like bankruptcies and stuff, healthcare bankruptcies, it's only people who are middle class because they have something. And then once you make enough money, then you're like, I have good insurance
So-
and that's covered.
so-
just if you're in the middle. But like the notion that we were fed in Canada where you're like, yeah, people are just fucking dying. Like they're having heart attacks and they're just getting turned away from hospitals. That's not what happens
Okay.
here.
But then you still then take, if you're in the middle class, you do have to go to the hospital, then you're taking a big fucking hit, right?
If you don't have insurance.
Yeah, so-
and insurance is a fucking scam here. Like, dude, to get the shittiest insurance in New York City, I think is like $800 a month.
Yeah.
For the absolute, like, huge deductible dog shit insurance. You're like, you can't even go to every hospital. All this stuff. It's still $800.
I don't have it. I'm living on the edge.
Yeah, same. That's why we got to shoot more of them, though. We shoot them a bunch, and then they cut the price a little bit.
But
Yeah,
I do
come on,
think
guys.
there is like a certain basic, like emergency health insurance should be for everyone. Like in Canada.
It is.
No,
Again, if you get hit by a bus, they'll take you to a hospital and fix you
but
up.
in Canada.
And then they call you and they say you owe us 40 grand and you go,
no.
I have zero,
Yeah.
and they go, okay, well, I guess
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. It's just like if you have money, like if you have assets and stuff, and they're like, okay, well, we
But
want
that's
money.
my point. If you have asses, yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah, but the idea that
They're
like,
going to be
poor
like, what
people
about
here are
that
getting
chain,
turned away.
boy?
chain and watch are still being bought.
Yeah, chain wash them.
Hand over that Rolex real quick, or we're going to break both your legs.
Well, yeah, that's when you're really screwed. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's like
middle.
if you-
Right,
have-
if you're
in the middle.
making
But
50
it's
to
100
120.
Dude, I mean, the idea that you're like, I make $100,000 a year, and I have to spend 10 like before
Minimum.
before taxes. You're like 10.
I'm a little bit with them though on the thing where you go.
Killing the
You have a
CEOs?
thing where that you have like if you have the middle people that actually work and are doing it right
They're
and all
the
that
one
sort of
who are
stuff.
getting fucked.
And
yeah.
so and then
I agree.
your wife gets cancer and then your family's life's ruined for the next like
have to
20
sell
years.
your house.
You go right. I do think that that's not great.
No,
That's
that is
great.
not great.
And
That
you're,
is not
you're
you go,
looking
and
at
that
Oh,
probably-
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
75
If you were starting
million?
from scratch, you'd be like, well, let's not do that.
Yeah, 75 million people probably in that situation.
Yeah, fuck.
How is it his fault? You go, but you go, why don't you, you could look at other places than the guy who's running the company because you go, well, that's the system. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hospital.
Yeah, like they
hospitals-
replaced him with a new guy who's doing the same thing.
Should have shot him too.
No, I mean the
But what do you want
Good
that-
luck getting to him now.
No, they're not getting. to
The
him.
hospitals
Yeah,
are charging these crazy things.
But if you're saying, okay, for right now, they don't have the government doing this.
Yeah.
And they have all this crazy regulation, like same with insurance, and there's just like so much regulation on what you can do and what you can't do, and then you have to have this much money to float in order to pay for the pool of insurance. Like insurance is like one of the most highly regulated things in the world.
Yeah.
And then they're kind of just doing they started a company in that system.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, what do you want him to do? Just be like, okay, well, you know what I'll do is I'll give everyone it for free, and then our company will go bankrupt. They go, okay, you're fired next. It's actually illegal. It's actually illegal for a CEO of a publicly traded. Because don't forget, if he goes, we're going to give away all the money for free. Well, that's your money. That's your pension fund.
Right,
That's all.
yeah.
your-
Oh,
And then-
no. Yeah.
so
No,
then
the
he'd be-
system is fucked. Yeah.
No,
So
that's
you
the
go,
problem.
you fired, you kill him. You go the next guy, and you go, well, he'll give all the money for free. You go, okay, well then he's fired and in jail because that's
Yeah.
illegal.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's you know what I mean.
The economics-
it's like a child's like way of thinking about solving a problem, I guess.
No, yeah, I'm not fully going to be like, we got to blast them all, but it's nice to see something fucking happening that was like,
It makes people talk about the thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it felt like something tangible because everyone just sits around all the time and being
You
like,
just want healthcare CEOs being fearful for their lives.
yeah,
That
'Cause
is something.
that is something, but I also think that pushes.
like every time they go to sign something, you go,
they
it's
go
in the back of their mind.
They go
It's-
like, oh, maybe if we do take the piece of shit route, then then I have a chance that someone's going to come.
but
back.
There's also a violence in general in this country where there
Yeah.
is a violence level where you're just like, why don't they also have to be a little fearful?
They
You know what I
should
mean?
be.
You go,
They should- well, and also that is violence on you. A healthcare CEO or a healthcare company being like, oh, if you get sick, you owe us a ton of money. That's another form of violence. So it is.
No. incorrect.
Yeah, I think it is. It's
How?
because you're gonna live worse. Your life is worse. It's not direct violence of someone punching you in the face, but it is like violence on your lifestyle, on your ability to live, on you having any type of stability. They're attacking you in a less tangible way. And they go, oh, it's the system. But if there is a little bit of fear indoctrinated in them to push everything in a direction where it's not fucking us constantly.
I don't think they get the job though. I think that's kind of the Ryan thing. I don't think I think the company or the shareholders of
There's
these
legalities
companies,
with public
I
companies.
think so. If you're a shareholder and I'm a shareholder, we're specifically like our bottom line as shareholders are like, how do we get more money for the company?
Oh, no, yeah, I understand how that
so,
works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the economics is fucked. But I do believe though that the money. I know you said that we could fund homelessness, we could fund this, we could fund this, but the only thing that we are not doing in this, like in Canada, is the human right to have healthcare for everybody. That's all I say. Like it is
That country too, man.
Yeah.
That's
That's the whole joke I have. Like the fat kids would bankrupt the system. That is also a problem. That people like. But again, it all starts at the top. You know, when you talk about
that's like with the fat chicks being like, oh, you shouldn't body shame me. It's like, why aren't you? Don't be upset at someone fucking making fun of you for being fat. Be upset at like multi-billion-dollar corporations putting weird shit in your food that's making you fat.
Monsanto's.
Yeah.
It's like
Who's Monsanto's?
Monsanto's.
I think you're saying Mall
Santa.
Monsanto.
it's actually George Santos' younger brother.
Monsanto's that start the Santa rally for Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't think Monsanto is the
whoever. But it is a thing. Like you literally go down every aisle that's not on the outside. So you go to a grocery store. There's 16 fucking aisles.
Yeah.
Aisle 1 and aisle 16 are the only places you should be ever shopping.
Yeah.
Everything else is fucking bad for you.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go in them except for seltzer
I do
water.
agree that you shouldn't just have to live your life in like a constant onslaught of
Everyone's trying to fuck you in every angle. It's like, oh, I go to the grocery store. They're like, oh, it's like grass-fed beef isn't good anymore. You need grass-finished because grass-fed is they feed it grass until the end and then they feed it a bunch of grain.
They got you.
It's like how
Jesus
they're always
Christ.
like, how do I fuck you in this way? And I'm like, dude, I just want to fucking go buy groceries, go home and eat and do
Yeah.
my job and like fucking have a backyard. Like what the fuck, dude?
why do I have to become a nutritionist and
To fucking not get fucked and they're paying millions of
you know,
dollars.
it used to be enough to just eat till you're full and you're not going to be super fat.
Yeah, and you were
Don't have a second dinner and you
Yeah.
walk
Well,
around a bit.
I mean, and that's the other thing too. Is like go back to like the money thing. It's not even the healthcare. It's like everyone under 40 can't. I think it's like less than 3% under 40 can afford a house.
Oh,
it's crazy. So it's not.
Well,
but
it depends where you want to live, though.
But yeah, so when you talk about the AI, so this is where I'm like, I know I
that's
took the other
true,
side of
yeah.
that one, but you do look at all that stuff happen at the same time, and everyone's opinion is, now you can say it in a way that, and it can gain steam, and then you can have your own little silos on the internet. It does feel like probably tension levels are boiling points.
Oh yeah, huge. And I think it does all come down to a money thing. I think if everyone could afford to live comfortably, they're not worried about healthcare, they're not worried about buying a house, then people give less of a fuck about
I agree.
Because when you're like, fuck, I can't buy a house, whose fault is it? It's fucking immigrants, or it's fucking healthcare, or it's fucking this guy. It's like if you can't afford things, you don't give a fuck. You're like, immigrants are taking my jobs. You don't give a fuck about that, or not as much of a fuck if we're not worried financially.
It is happening, but if anything, you go, that's one of those things where, like, imagine we had a party and it was like us four, and then
Great party.
we have us four, and we're in our 20s, and then there's 4 hot chicks.
Yeah.
That's who's at the party, and then your buddy shows up, and he brings 9 guys, and the 9 guys are all one NBA player, one tech CEO, and then we're like, these guys they're sitting with the girls now, and we're like, these fucking dudes, but really the problem is our buddy who brought these dudes. Like the problem is
there's not enough chicks. Just make enough chicks.
For what it's worth.
They're right. The problem is, but if you are going to get mad at someone, it's your friend who brought the people, not the guys. They're just like, I don't know. Our buddy told us to come to a party.
Right. Well, I mean, you could make that argument that like the boomers had, people say the reason we can't afford houses because of politicians, but it was like the boomers that we want these fucking things intact so
our entire wealth is in the house.
Yeah, our property value doesn't go down. So people like, there's so many factors. What's that?
A lot of that's just the money printing.
Oh yeah, and that untethering gold
to inflate everything.
Well, that is the other thing. Yeah, untethering gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's so many things. Like there's just like, by the way, smart guy now, eh?
Who? What?
The guy with the
Peter Schiff?
No, JJ Lieberman.
About what?
Just life. I've been on one this podcast.
He read a Naval quote.
I read a few Naval quotes, and I'm coming in heavy.
Usually that's how you know the smartest guy on a podcast is he tells you.
Actually, I thought so because I've been thinking about there was a few times where recently, and you probably had that, and JJ, I noticed a bunch where you kind of go viral on like a different algorithm.
Yeah,
and it literally feels like you and your boys were like joking around at a bar, and they play a video of that at a funeral, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is this?" And you go, and that's like you must have that a lot too, but that is a weird where I don't know if it gets better where everyone sort of like kind of internalizes, right? There's different contexts.
Yeah.
Because it does feel a lot like so much of the internet is people seeing things in the wrong way that they were made and then being like, what? So everyone's just constantly like, you know, you're at a funeral and someone shows up and they're like, fuck this chick last night. You know what I mean?
The one that went viral with JJ at like the porn convention on Twitter. And then it was just like,
got reposted.
there was like 500 screenshots of JJ's nose.
Dude, I got a few of JJ going viral. I went viral in like the hip hop community sometimes with the P. Diddy.
Oh,
But
yes.
people they don't know your vibe. So they're just
Yeah.
like, who the
I
fuck do you think you are? Or whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
I actually don't think anyone's probably put that any better. It's literally they're playing your shit at a funeral, and you're like, never before this would you ever. It's like shows you
Right.
didn't like. I never watched Friends. I never liked Friends, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But now you live in a day where if you don't like Friends and you didn't want to watch Friends, you'd still see Friends.
Yeah.
I think this shit is.
I'm
not
at
meant-
now you're at a sports game and everyone's like, woo!
Yeah.
And they're playing like, here's why men are pieces of shit. And everyone's like, what the fuck did you...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are you...
That is crazy. That is crazy way to think of it. But it's kind of like a double-edged sword because you need that to go. I needed that to go viral.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but I'll play a couple of these JJ ones because we played one on the podcast and I was actually crying laughing.
Yeah.
When I was
That woman?
High
JJ
level
on
material.
TikTok.
Oh, people are reacting.
People
to
found JJ and they're just like, what is this?
The skirt.
And he went viral a little bit. The skirt. There was the feminist didn't like him, but he also went viral in like the hip hop community.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'll play a couple
I
here.
didn't know these ones. By the way, great podcast.
Hold on, JJ. Let us play the clip. Hold on.
So I've been hearing some shit about this nigga on TikTok called JJ Liberman Live, and this nigga deadass might be the ultimate weirdo. Every post on that nigga's page is just him being a flat out pervert.
He called me the
And
N-word.
the craziest part is, he's repping that shit like it's his fucking flag. Nigga, that's weird. I deadass seen a video of him praying to God
for the win to push a girl's skirt up so he can see what's under. If that's not weird, I don't know.
Shit. They just complete, and there's 9 of these, by the way. They just completely don't understand at all the context.
Yeah.
So they're just like, and then he's like saying he's not a pervert, but he's clearly a pervert.
Yeah.
Who's the lawyer one you sent me? Mark. What's his name? That one's the.
Hold on, this one.
Diabolical Instagram accounts.
Yeah, JJ, this guy says the weirdest Instagram account.
Diabolical Instagram accounts. JJ Liberman says the most atrocious things.
I love the music.
Like,
I'm not a pervert, but once in a while things catch your eye, and today at the gym, I'm stretching beside a chick who's wearing gray yoga pants.
you think we're done here, but we're not. It gets worse.
Not a pervert, but I'm not a pervert, but I do love. I'm not a pervert, but I'm not a pervert, but I miss my trains. I'm not a racist, but
JJ here pretty much says he's not a pervert and then proceeds to say the most perverted things known to me.
It's like, yeah, that's the joke.
They must know.
And he caught you early. That was when you only had 20K followers.
They must know.
But that's not done.
They must know, though. Like
They don't. No, I'm saying it. It's like they don't get it because I see it all the time.
But it is.
We have friends that react to AI videos. I mean, to add that to the mix.
Oh my God. I won't say who.
But we see it all the time.
Crazy.
I've done it and it gets so many views because then people are like, it's AI. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Well, that's the thing. You get all the engagement. People being like, "That's AI."
Yeah, you go,
It's like a spelling mistake in a tweet. Where if you just do a tweet with a spelling mistake, you'll get 50 people being like,
Been there, my friend.
I actually think that's
Engagement
a pretty
hack.
funny idea. Just having an account where you're just reacting to AI videos, freaking out.
this is crazy.
And they're like, it says Sora on it. You're like, no, it's real.
No, this is real,
Yeah,
dude. This
that's
is real.
pretty funny.
Honestly, though, I felt like that was the 2025 was very much like the silos, things escaping a silo like a virus, and people being like,
Yeah, dude, 100%. And something I always wonder about when I'm online too, when I see outrage in comments and stuff, I'm like, what percentage of this is real versus what percentage of this is like a dude in fucking Sri Lanka who's like getting paid to comment on shit?
Then that's the other part of it too.
Because there was that thing with it happened on Twitter when they showed your location, and then it was like, what was it? Was like the Department
we
of
talked about that.
Yeah. It's in Israel.
Department of Homeland Security was in Israel.
No, guys, come on.
What was the whole conclusion of that? I know that, but I didn't really jump into that.
The whole conclusion, I mean, depends who you ask.
America is a satellite state of Israel.
The likeliest scenario is that America just uses all this like Israeli tech. And so it's like through a VPN or something, and it just picked it up as Israel. Or the alternative is just like, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security is run out of Tel Aviv.
Like you said earlier, they just they want that to come out. Like you said,
because it creates like fucking
fuck yeah.
It gets good engagement for the DHS account.
This is the meat and potatoes, I think, feminists that don't like it. Oh no, another black guy.
A public server, bro. I see why women don't feel protected out in the streets. There's niggas like you. Looked at this nigga's page. All he talks about is gooning. You're a grown man. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, he's making a lot of money off.
I forgot that.
Rolex.
But he went viral in like the hip hop community. Yo, women's not be safe and shit because of this man.
The blacks are after you, JJ.
That's crazy.
Isn't that wild though? But I
wait until they found out he sucks dick.
Oh
my
God. Minds will be blown. This is the original woman. Sorry, I want to do this woman. You can respond to this, JJ. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that
was me on my video. Hold on.
You made a reaction.
Ryan vomiting.
Fuck.
Oh, this chick was unbelievable.
Okay, JJ, respond to this.
Need a Mother Nature gust of wind right now. Come on, wind. Come on, wind.
And this is the reason why women tend to walk faster when they hear footsteps behind them. This is the textbook definition of a predatory creep. Cheering on a weather pattern because it might do what no woman ever has.
She has the
willingly lift her
hair.
skirt for you.
Yeah.
If you say you're not a pervert while behaving like one, you're not fooling anyone but yourself. You're not funny. You're not charming.
It's kind of the Trump thing where he does things like he's kind of joking, and then people don't.
It's trolling. It's just
yeah.
It's like,
and I guess that worked because you trolled them.
Yeah.
This is how stupid people are. You think if her skirt flew up, I was gonna fucking film it? You retards.
Yeah,
they're so stupid.
Yeah, like you would have put that online.
Yeah, you're fucking retarded.
No, I mean, you would have filmed it, but you just wouldn't have put it online.
Yes.
Yeah, it was literally the classic joke of like, be nice to see some drugs.
Yeah.
And it was
fucking
just
idiots.
dude, that was like the fucking. We were talking about the Sydney Sweeney thing. Everyone was like her being like, the eugenics gene ad. They're like, oh, she's talking about eugenics. I'm like, no, the joke is she has fat tits.
Yeah.
That's the joke. It's like good genes. Her genes are massive fat honkos on her chest.
So hot.
And they're like, this is a eugenics thing. No, are you stupid?
I know.
If anything, be upset that she's being like fat tits in, huh? Like, dude, like what the fuck?
It is funny that a lot of these people who like that guy, the lawyer guy who like does his whole thing is just like shitting. His whole thing is like just shitting on people nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also these people aren't making any of their content of their own. Like you guys, your podcast, sketch, we're fucking making shit. And it's like we're doing stand-up. We're creating something. They don't make anything. They just
And by the way, that is another thing that I was thinking that has been a growing problem. If you look even at, Twitch and all these places, a lot of, if you go, what percentage of the biggest people in the world on platforms are not actually making anything?
Yeah.
And you go, well, and it's probably lowering and lowering, and it's almost you're incentivized not to make anything.
Yeah, it's like someone sitting there, they're eating, and then they fucking press pause and they go, that's fucking crazy.
It's just like, like the New York Times fucking film critic.
But but normal people or whatever, not I guess everyone's normal people, but you're just like everyone's kind of like, I'm gonna have a channel where I do something, and you go, well, I don't really do anything. And you go, okay, well, I'll critique, and you go, the percentage of critics probably to people that made stuff that people pay attention used to be like probably what 5% to 95%, and then the other
critiquing,
it's
over 100%.
No, the other critiquing was happening, with your friends at a bar, right? Well, and it was now you go, it's mostly critiquing.
Yeah, but even when you do you don't do.
I do reaction stuff.
But at least your reaction, there's like
I'll try to do like a sketch after, or try to make jokes.
Some people,
but you also do stand up as the main thing.
Yeah.
No, but some people are just posting viral videos and not doing anything,
and they laugh or something. Yeah,
the face ones. The people who just go.
Yeah.
That's fucking. And again, I'm not the same way that I'm saying about the immigrant thing and the healthcare, where it's like. You can't hate the player. You have to look at the thing and go, this is actually rational. They should be doing that.
Because the algorithm's feeding it.
Right. That's literally the human giant joke from 20 years ago where the guy was like, biggest guy on the internet. He goes, I just make funny faces.
Yeah.
And he has like a book coming out. You guys should do, for your podcast, Inside the Gooners studio, where you interview
We've literally
interview JJ about how he comes up with stuff.
I love how Danny thinks he thought of a thing that they haven't replaced with Goon. A format.
Literally are starting
James
a Patreon.
like a James Lipton thing.
Exactly.
Dude, you know James Lipton was an actual pimp?
What?
Dude, I saw this video of James Lipton that was like going around Twitter where he was basically, he used to live in Paris before he was like did Inside the Actors Studio, and he was literally like out pimping out chicks. But he's like, I wasn't like a pimp. It was like this girl who I was friends with started being a prostitute, so she just needed a pimp. And you're like, you were a pimp.
Dude, that's
He's like, you just needed someone to like manage her affairs. Yeah, that's what a pimp does.
That was,
and he's like, I have no regrets about it. He's like, I don't consider myself to have been a pimp.
Also, he didn't bring her in. She was already doing it.
Yeah, it was just like my friend. He's like, I never had sex with her because it would be like, crossing a boundary.
Don't
or
get high off your own supply.
Kind of. And he's like, I just like kind of managed her affairs. You're like, you were a pimp.
I got a piss, by the way.
Or he did. Okay, so why don't to wrap the New Year's resolutions?
Okay.
Oh, New Year's resolutions.
So we kind of went for and honestly, I did think it was if you actually are to zoom out, and especially since JJ's doing good now, it is sick that like all our boys that came here, it's like kind of.
I was thinking about that. About like, there's like all of us. There's like Packer, Jacob. There's like a bunch of dudes, Nima, who like we're all like same comedy club, a little fucking 25 seater,
30 seater, literally 30 seater
that we all started it, and now we're all like, oh yeah, I'm making like a good fucking. Like above the fucking normal.
And to add to that,
selling, big places out.
Yeah. To add to that, all have one thing in common. Built it on their own.
Yeah.
Never had a push from industry. And at the end of the day, if you ever think industry is going to help you, it's not. Why would you want it?
No.
This is the perfect example.
You run your own shit.
Run your own shit. If you ever get anything, thank you very much. I appreciate the bag.
Yeah.
But don't ever fucking rely. Just do it on your own.
Yeah.
Just do. And the funniest thing is the guy that fucks with us now, his idea, completely outside of the industry.
Yeah.
Completely outside of the industry.
100%.
Well, that's and all of the biggest things are outside the industry. So yeah, it is that.
Really?
But I thought that was kind of cool that if this year was the year that JJ went from sleeping on a couch to doing well, that's like everyone now.
Yeah.
I think
That's cool.
Yeah,
all the people corner from the corner.
We just need to get you off the couch, and then we're good, dude. I am convinced that
we
JJ's
really need to get him like a money manager.
All right, put yours. Just wait
so that he's not back.
So you do your resolution first.
My resolution is Israel stays a strong sovereign nation. I don't know. This is like, let me hear your guys so I can think.
I think last year I was saying that I wanted to simplify things.
Yeah.
And then I think this year, I think 2026, I was thinking that one thing that in my like simplifying and systematizing things, I think one thing that I lost is that I realized in the last little bit is I need to go back to even if things are messier or will do worse, I need to go back to spending more time chasing like what I find fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
fair,
Because I felt like I was losing that a bit, where I was just like make a bigger barometer in myself, be like, what would I find fun right now?
Yeah.
And that I felt like one of the reasons for that is over a long period of time.
Yeah.
If you lose like what you actually like, it's like it becomes hard to sustain everything because that part's like necessary.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, now I know. This is actually something I took into action probably about a month and a half ago. I just really want to get really, really good at comedy again. I felt like I used to be a really strong comedian, and I'm like,
you felt like all the other stuff
it takes away.
I do think it takes away. And then when we were in the road last week, and I was like, this was the most magical, because I was like really focused in the last 6 weeks of just make sure you write every day, make sure you do this every day. I just want to be known for not known, like I don't care.
You're gonna be known as a gooner.
No. I know
what you mean. And then you go. You don't want to like forget about. That's such an easy one to let it slide because it's the hardest one.
It's the hardest one. And not only that, I remember there was a time I was coming from the Upper East Side to do the comedy shop, and one of the showrunners said, "Hey man," it was like 11 o'clock. He's like, "No need to show up. There's only 6 people here." And I'm like, "No,
I'll come. I'll come.
I just want to do sets."
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think like the regular stuff, like focus on like personal health, like get stronger, like physically more flexible, like work on like eating
legs behind my head.
Yeah, legs behind my head, dude. We got content to make, man.
Filman.
Yeah,
legs behind my head.
But then I want us to do like more, not necessarily like extravagant shit with the pod, but expand the pod more. Like I won't say the guest yet because we haven't filmed the episode yet, but we're getting guests that are like adjacent to OnlyFans that are famous in their own right, and so like expand what the pod is more. And then like my goal for this year, I've already started, is post a stand-up clip every day. Like every single day, get a stand-up clip out and just have that stand-up pod, and then some other promo shit in there as well. So to just like really just like elevate how many people are coming to the shows, how much people see me as a stand-up first, and just like really get that locked in.
Sort of similar to JJ.
Yeah. And get Michael Blumstein was on our flight.
Oh yeah.
And I texted Jay.
He goes like it's like Blumblefeld. He goes Blumblefeld here, and I'm like, what? It was in a group chat with me and Eric Freddy. We're both looking at the message. I was like, because Eric knows his codes. Like he texts bizarre, and I'll be like, "Do you know what this means?" He's like, "Dude, I got no fucking clue what that means." And I look at him, and he's just grinning and smiling.
I was
and
on the other side. I was by the gate. They were on the corner, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah." You were smiling at me like, "Yes," and I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "What does this mean?"
What is this?
That's my rule with JJ. Is if any cryptic text, no response.
Yeah, you go, no.
I don't respond.
Yeah,
I go, I'm not doing work to figure out what you're trying to say. It's like if you want to tell me what you want to say, go ahead.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, I'd say that's it. Yeah.
What's Danny Paulshock?
I don't really have any. Probably try and get my
being sick.
Try and get my screen time under 10 hours a day.
Oh, fuck yeah. Jesus Christ.
I literally have on my front dash my screen time, and I'm just like,
fuck.
Every day I look at it, I'm just like,
even days where I go, oh, my screen time wasn't that bad. I'm like, yeah, but you looked at your computer.
I know, and it counts both of them.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm like, what?
The hack for that is
literally read books.
Yeah,
That's my only thing.
exactly. I have books.
I bought a Kindle a month and a half ago, and it's in a box beside my bed.
You're reading the instructions.
A good one I do, I go to the gym without a phone. Go to the gym, no phone.
I needed to track my workouts, so I don't want to be a fucking paper guy.
I'll bring a stopwatch.
Yeah, but airplane mode, then I turn it off. I go,
you bring a stopwatch?
Yeah, I bought a stopwatch so I can time my
like
rest.
Rocky.
You have a notebook?
No, I don't have a notebook. I remember what weights I lift, and I put it down because I do strength training, so it's easy to remember. It's like squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press. Those are all the only ones I remember.
The 5x5s.
Yeah, I'm on 531.
Yeah, so whatever that is. I think as soon as you get home, I really believe this. Now I do it at night. The phone gets on the charger and it's done for the night.
Yeah.
So either if it's like 6 o'clock, because there's, getting back to what you said, the craziness.
I don't do that, yeah.
No, but if you really think of it, once you're done posting, there's no reason, unless you're like waiting for a business thing, to ever be on the phone after. There's nothing that goes on.
Yeah.
There's no response, nothing. And that's the thing I'm like trying to stick to right now. Just not like
It's literally the hardest for us because you're like, yeah, I need my phone all the time for.
Well, the
posting
nighttime.
I also think of ideas and write them down there.
Book. I have 2 notebooks.
I moved to the book.
Yeah. I'm telling you, to put it on the charger, turn it off.
Just to not
turn it off because of the ring, but
yeah,
to track to sleep. But yeah, get it out. Get it out of the bedroom. That's additional. Think of that in the course of a month. That's 90 hours a week, probably 90 hours a month.
Gooning.
Yeah,
90 hours a month that you're getting
much
out of the
extra
phone.
gooning.
Yeah, that's literally 1,000 hours a year.
That's good. That's the number one personal battle, probably moving into the next.
course.
You go, how do I not become a line of code as a human?
Yeah, the Palantir list has a lot of data on me right now.
Yeah. Okay. Two Goons podcast.
Yeah.
Toronto boys. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New
Merry
Year.
almost Christmas. Get those post-Christmas Boxing Day if you're Canadian deals.
Yeah, get the
Does that
deals.
even
Get the
exist
deals.
anymore?
Boxing Day?
Like, I guess it's just
Boxing Week, my
I
friend.
guess it's just yeah.
You going to Jew, Florida now?
No. I'm going to Scottsdale.
Del Boca Vista.
Where
All right. Okay, peace, everyone.
Later.